Welcome to Alchemist Beach Club. Indulge in delicious food. Soak up the sun. Play to your heart's content. In the lagoon of paradise.
Nash is stoked to be partnering with the Big Air Kite League here at the TatajubaFest. We have a long history of big air kiting, having won the first 2 Red Bull King of the Airs here on Maui, the birthplace of big air riding, and boy has the sport come a long way since then. And we're all about it, you know, with the pivot and the Phoenix. Big air is a big part of our DNA, and we're stoked to be partnering with the Big Air Kite League that supports the riders to see where they can take kiting into the future. So yeah, rip it up.
That scoring system with that live scoring was incredible. And to be honest, that was a much better system than King of the Air's live scoring.
I think it's the #1 scoring system around, so definitely go check that out, heatscoring.com.
I've got to give a massive shout out to Michael Elsien. He was there every second of it, watching the scoring from a distance and helping our judging team.
Welcome to day 4 of the Alchemist TatajubaFest down here in Tatajuba, Brazil.
Bro, you fired up?
Let's just say that the wind is ramping.
Guys, it has started picking up. I had to put my laptop away just to make sure it doesn't fly away. And yeah, we are going to be rerunning the women's first heat because we want to give these ladies the conditions that they need to perform.
So what's the start time?
We're going to start in 5 minutes on the dot.
Okay, that's really exciting that we'll be having proper conditions for these women. Now, Mike, tell us a little bit about the run of show today.
So guys, we're going to do round 1 of the ladies, followed by round 1 of the men straight away. Actually, we don't like to call them men. We call it first division because it's also open to women.
Okay.
Totally. Got to leave space to those women who step it up and totally kick ass. We do sometimes see women like Anjali in the first division, and I think we're going to see some more women getting into the first division in the coming months and years.
All right, and so the first round for the women's division is 4 heats, and then we go into the first round of the men's division,
which is 8 heats, 3 riders per heat. So guys, action's going to be kicking off soon. We've got the best riders in the world in those first rounds as well. So you want to be staying tuned to that live stream right from now. It's going to be insane.
Yeah, so Mike, maybe you can help us understand why you stagger, or why Backel staggers the different divisions with round 1.
Yeah, honestly, we just want to get a really strong wind for the first division. So we run the women, and the women can do with a little bit less wind because they're generally a little bit lighter and can afford to go on a smaller kite. Oops, this is embarrassing. Should have put it on silent. I'm sorry. So yeah, as soon as we see there's enough wind for the first division, we send them out there. And yeah, that's why it just makes sense to start off the day with the ladies because they can do with the lighter conditions, and then when it builds up, we take advantage of it for the first division.
Right on. And will it continue to alternate between the 2 divisions?
We'll just have to see how it goes. It depends on the conditions. If the wind's super strong, we stay on the first division. We keep pumping it out. And yeah.
Okay. Well, there you have it. We are just about 4 minutes away from the start time. So we'll be back with a lot of action now.
Yeah, guys. And before you go anywhere, make sure to head over to bigairkite.com/pivot, where you can win a 9-meter Nash Pivot S26 model, super cool kite. And the value is 1,500 euros plus. So you definitely want to win that. Super easy. bigairkite.com/pivot. Thank you so much to Nash for sponsoring this event. We love you guys.
Yeah, Mike, what do folks have to do for that?
Guys, it's really easy. I don't even want to tell them. They just got to follow that link and find out. Alrighty.
All right. Ciao, ciao.
Quando você anuncia no Google, os anúncios de busca são apenas o começo. Seus anúncios aparecem em toda a rede do Google quando os usuários veem vídeos, quando estão fazendo compras ou navegando na internet.
Is it on now? Can you hear it? Hello, hello. So, thanks for tuning in. Here for the Big Air Kite League TatajubaFest in Brazil. Once again, a lovely day. For the ones who watched yesterday, thank you for sticking with us. Unfortunately, the wind didn't build enough to get proper conditions for these girls to send it. So today seems like a much better day. And we're looking very forward to see what all the ladies have to bring. We have about 12 ladies competing in this fleet of riders. And first up in round 1, heat 1, we have Clara, Elsien Zijlstra, and Thoma. So that's promising to be a good one. They were the first ones up yesterday and kind of warmed up the waters, and it was already looking good. Not the height that we hoped for, but I'm sure the girls are ready to fire it off today. So let's see who gets the 2 highest scoring tricks and a nice variety score, because that's what the judges are looking for in this TatajubaFest Big Air Kite League competition. Each rider gets 6 attempts out there, and 2 of their highest scores will form the overall score together with a variety score, which can be a maximum of 4, and the 2 highest scoring tricks can be all the way up to 10. So a perfect score will be 24. So let's see what the action will bring today, but I'm sure it's going to be fire. As always, super good vibes here at the Big Air Kite League. The whole community is rocking it, and it's lovely to be here. So in round 1, in the heat after, heat number 2, we have Rana, Eser, Alessa, Mensch, and Nathalie, Lambrecht. So that's also promising to be a good one. The level of the females have been rocking as well, and they're really feeding off the guys as well, and they're really pushing the limits, so that's lovely to see. And of course, during an event, everybody gives it that extra fire. So thanks for tuning in once again. And I also want to say a big up to the whole organization here for putting this event on. It definitely wasn't easy, but with the help of some awesome local people and local businesses, we were able to get the funds to pull off such an epic event. So really, put your hands together for the whole Big Air Kite League and local community. So thanks, guys. The guys are also hungry to ride, ready to show their moves. We already could see some warm-up sessions in the past few days, and the level is just absolutely insane. Quadruple rotations with loops and board-offs. I can only do one of those at a time, not 3 moves in one combined. So it's getting quite technical, and it's super fun to watch and see the riders get into the zone. There's definitely a few favorites out there that are here to show it their all. And we'll see. Yes, here we go. My name is Ruben Lenton, and you are tuned in to the TatajubaFest Big Air Kite League here in Brazil. We've got a beautiful setup and some of the best riders in the world competing, ready to show their best big air tricks. So that's really, really, really exciting. Yesterday we didn't really have the win to continue the rounds, so we only started with one heat of the ladies. But unfortunately, we canceled that, and we're rerunning the whole competition today. So we're fresh. The conditions are fresh. The lagoon is filled up because the lagoon here works with the tide. It's great on high tide, and the wind is also picking up. So it's very suitable for the TatajubaFest Big Air Kite League, and we're all very excited. In this first heat, we have Clara, Elsien, Zijlstra, and Karlie, Thoma. So that's promising to be a good one. These girls already showed some of their tricks yesterday, and today they will be adding a lot more height to that. So we are curious to see what they're going to bring. Definitely some fire. How it works is the riders get 6 attempts, and their 2 highest scoring tricks plus a variety score will create their overall score and determine the winner of this heat. So as soon as their flag goes up, they will have 20 seconds to take off. So it's their responsibility to take off in time and put a score on the board. If they don't manage to take off within the 20 seconds, then there will be a 0 added to the scoring board, and it will be on to the next rider. So this format definitely creates an action-packed heat, and the riders can find the right takeoff spot and really perform their best big air move. The variety score is also very important because we don't want to see the same trick being repeated over and over again. So that's why an additional score will be given. It's going to be a score until 4. So this will be added to the 2 highest scoring tricks. And the judges are looking for difficulty. And obviously the height because it's bigger. All right, sorry there. We had some difficulties with the connections here, but I think we're up and running, so sorry about that. We can see Elsien Zijlstra already put a great score on the map, and it's her turn again. So let's see how she's gonna perform this trick. She's looking for the right spot, feeling the gust. You can see her edging, taking off with a nice back roll kite loop. Some nice altitude on that, the clean landing, super fast. Let's see how the judges are gonna like that. This drone footage looks absolutely incredible. Definitely giving some nice perspective of Thoma doing this massive mega loop blade back roll and landing it clean. Wow, that looked epic. Nice work there. Now we are waiting for Clara to take off. This is her 20-second period to find the right gust, the right takeoff spot in order to send it to the moon. Also a nice kite loop. Landing clean, definitely putting the score on the map, so that's good. You can see now they all have had 2 attempts. With Elsien Zijlstra up next and leading. It is a competition, and for the riders, that definitely puts the pressure on. You need to keep your head cool in the heat. Need to be really confident with your tricks and yeah, make sure you land them. Here comes Elsien Zijlstra again. A lot of speed. Going for a back roll kite loop. Now Karlie is setting up for another big move. Going full speed, sending the kite. Oh, nice boogie loop. Sweet, that's how we like it. Boogie loop always feels very controversial because the rider is diving forward and then steering the kite with their backhand. So yeah, that feels very good. Have to get used to it in the beginning, but a lot of riders seem to have it dialed. And Karlie just did a perfect boogie loop. So let's see how the judges like that. You can also follow the live heat scoring at buckle.heatscoring.com. And here we saw Clara with another nice jump. It all seems to be about the loops and the rotations. And if you can squeeze in a board off or a grab, that definitely adds to the point. So always interesting to see how each rider puts it together. The wind is definitely kicking in nicely, so there's some steady power to be found. Oh, I missed that one, sorry. It was a gnarly one. There's some lovely people on the beach enjoying all the action. Karlie landing another nice move. Here we got Anna Clara sending it up for a proper big move. Some nice height. Only just a tail grab in there, so not the difficulty she was going for. So all girls have 2 attempts left in this heat. Karlie is leading this heat. And up next we've got Elsien Zijlstra ready to rock and roll. Here you see the nice drone footage from Carlos Robles. Rocking it steady behind the rider, giving a very cool perspective and making it really dynamic. Check it out. Whoopa, also a nice boogie loop. You saw her diving forward, pulling that backhand, really getting the yank from that kite, and completing the rotation perfectly fine and landing full speed. Like I said, the variety score is also very important. So the scores you see on the board here are not the final scores. There will still be a variety score added at the end. And together with the 2 highest scoring tricks, that will form the end result. And variety is adding in the rotations both ways, doing jumps each way, maybe unhooking if you want to throw in some handle passes. And yeah, just don't keep doing the same move and the same rotations over and over again because the judges get bored of it. It's all about the height and difficulty. And clean landings, of course. So we've got Carlito. Oh, rocking a nice double back row kite loop. Unfortunately, not landing it. That was epic, though. Like double rotations and looping the kite is definitely next level difficulty. Already made me dizzy looking at it. I must admit, I'm actually also scared going for the double rotation and then adding in a loop. Because if you mess that one up, you're gonna crash hard. But Carlito was keeping it together until the last second. Unfortunately, won't be a good score. Here we have Anna Clara sending a huge jump with some grabs in there. Once again, if you want to follow the live scoring, you can go to buckle.heatscoring.com, and there you can see all the detailed tricks. Here we got Elsien Zijlstra on her last attempt to put a good score on the board. Oh, she's going for a kite loop board off, and oh, damn, not making it. She couldn't get the board back on. It's a very difficult move. But she was going for it. It was a nice height, good control. But unfortunately, that was her last attempt for this heat. She was stoked on that one. She's like, at least I tried. I was going for it. Definitely no holding back here. Here we have Thoma going again for the double back roll kite loop. And this time she lands it clean. Yes, that's what we like to see. Nice difficulty in there. So she had the boogie loops going and then the double back roll rotation. I think the judges are liking it. So this heat is over. There was already some nice action. Way to set the bar. Way to kick off the event. Looks like the wind is really good, really suitable. So I think we're gonna get along with heat number 2. So heat number 2 will be kicking off soon with Rana, Eser.
I am Fazenda Moreiras, a farm and an eco park. Miles and miles of sand dunes and lagoons and white vegetation. Untouched vastness. A delicate ecosystem. I am fauna and flora in perfect balance. Luxury and simplicity. Sustainability without sacrificing comfort. Bungalows for sale and for rent. The perfect spot for diving, flying, horse riding. I am 100% off-grid and 100% connected to the nature around me. I am a different kind of oasis, an oasis within an oasis called Zara. What are you waiting for? Fazenda Moreiras.
Construction in these remote parts of Brazil presents some monstrous challenges. We've spent the past 5 years perfecting the art of building beautiful hotels, restaurants, and homes in the midst of nature, all while respecting the local habitat. Our team of more than 200 talented professionals thrives in these conditions, from sourcing materials to building sustainably in a sensitive ecosystem. If you want to develop your paradise in Brazil, we're the guys to talk to. We hack the construction. Email us today to build your paradise.
All right, welcome back to the lounge. We're here with Herbert, and we just saw some amazing riding going down in the women's first heat. Karlie Thoma said she really felt the wind picked up and was able to really deliver on that one. Now, Herbert, you have a way of measuring how high these ladies are going out there?
Yes, indeed, and I think a lot of viewers will know that we use a surf wrap for that. But here in Brazil, this is quite a unique challenge since we don't have a normal cellular connection like we use in other areas, 3G, 4G, 5G. So we're trying to create Wi-Fi on the water, but yeah, this seems to be a very tough mission. And this is why sometimes jumps are not coming through. So we might decide to stop with Surfer on the live stream today. But yeah, the riders are still taking the phones and measuring their jumps throughout the session.
So is this Wi-Fi feature only necessary in a competition setting, or could you use the Surfer app without cellular data on your own on an own session? Maybe you could tell us a little bit about how it works.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so you can use the Surfer app, download it for free, and just go out tracking your session. You don't need any cellular connection. It will work offline. But today we need them to be online to be able to project the heights into the live stream. But yeah, this is a unique challenge for Brazil. You know, like in other locations, Cape Town, everywhere, there's normal cellular connection. But here on the beach, as you can see, it's just in the middle of nowhere in the desert. And so yeah, we tried very hard creating the Wi-Fi. It seems to not to work yet, but who knows? Maybe tomorrow we can improve a bit more.
So you think it could be possible that it comes on tomorrow?
Yeah, who will say? And yeah, I think maybe one thing to talk about as well is that we also want to switch at some point to the Apple Watch for the riders. So they don't even need to take the phone anymore with them. This is like a very cool feature from the Surfer Pro model, which has recently launched. So yeah, people that haven't downloaded the app yet, they can check it out and get these extra features where you just take your watch and get accurate height measurements of your session.
Awesome. Well, all right. Thanks for stopping through the lounge, and we'll get back to the action. Choo!
That was Ray and Herbert from the lounge with some real talk. Very fun conversations going down throughout the whole event. So in this heat number 2 of round 1 of the ladies, we have Rana, Eser, Alessa, Mensch, and Nathalie Lambrecht battling for that first place. So let's see who gets through this round with the 2 highest scoring tricks and a nice variety score, because that's what it's all about. We're going to see some gnarly big air moves. And here we see the first one. A nice kite loop from Rana. Landing it clean. Way out the back. So up next will be Alessa in the green lycra. She will have 20 seconds to find a good takeoff spot. Pick a good gust. Here you will see her flag going up. And if the riders don't manage to find the right takeoff, then unfortunately a 0 will be given for that score. They will have 6 attempts. And here Alessa is riding full speed, looking for that gust. And whoop, there she goes. Nice kite loop, a little grab in there, landing it clean as well. So definitely putting a score on the board. That's good. Up next is Nathalie. Let's see what she's got. Nathalie in the blue lycra. Looking for some speed, some wind, and a good place to send it. Looks like she's building up. There she goes, putting up the tension. Also a nice kite loop and a grab, landing it clean. Looks like all the girls are into loops. Yeah. Now all 3 ladies had 1 attempt. Rana will go for her second trick. And the judges like it if you jump both ways. So perhaps she's going to send it this way. She has 20 seconds. So she's going to jump the other way. Time is ticking. Yeah, finding the gust. Curious to see what she's got. Is she gonna add a back roll to that kite loop or what? Oh, boogie loop, adding a front roll. Yeah, oh, unfortunately crashing hard on that landing. What a bummer, because the boogie loop was very well controlled. But then at the landing, she got yanked off her rail, so couldn't keep it together for that one. And a crash score 0, although it still adds to your variety score, so it wasn't all for nothing. Riding competitions is quite a mental game. Some are very, very good at it. Others are getting a bit more stressed out. But yeah, I think as soon as you put a time on something and a score, stress will coexist. So the ones who can deal with it good and keep their head cool are going to perform best. As we've got some of the best big air riders in the world here. Female and male. We'll do 1 round of the females and then we'll head over to the guys. A full round, and then we'll switch back. That way we have some epic action throughout the whole day. So thanks for tuning in to the TatajubaFest Big Air Kite League live stream. Big shout out to all the sponsors who made this possible. And of course to the team for setting it up, putting in countless hours and energy to make this event happen. Not the easiest setup here in Brazil. Oh, back roll kite loop. Landing it clean for Nathalie. There you can see from the Surfer app, she jumped 6.3 meters. Up next we have Rana again. Trying to better her scores. This will be her 3rd attempt. So she has 4 more jumps left in this heat. Building up the speed, building up the tension. There she sends the kite. And she flies into a nice kite loop. Oi, again crashing on the landing. Oi! Not keeping it together for this one. Gonna be another 0 on the scoring board. Now we've got Alessa looking for a nice place to jump. Looks like she's turning around. Oh, there she goes. Yep. Back roll kite loop. Yeah, landing it smooth. It's gonna be a good score. Some nice height, good control. Boom, Nathalie going huge with a mega loop blade back roll. Yeah, sticking it proper. That's how we go. You can also vote for Rider of the Day on the Kite Mana website and help the rider win some great prizes. Here we've got Rana riding on the lagoon. It's all about timing, building up the speed, building up the tension, and finding a good takeoff spot in order to send it. Here she goes, building up the speed. Moving the kite up, edging against it. Yeah, doing a boogie loop. Again, she's not having her good day. Messing up the landings. It's a bit choppy in the lagoon, which can make the landings a bit challenging, but she has 2 more attempts to get some better scores going, so hopefully she will land the next few moves. Nathalie is currently leading this heat. But up next we got Alessa for her 4th attempt in this heat. There we saw Giel Vlucht and his parents also made it down to Brazil. His dad offered to give physiotherapy for all the riders that are in need. So very grateful for his support. Keeping all our riders check and fit. Here we've got Alessa. Alessa going for a boogie loop as well. Nice forward rotation. Oh, steering the kite like it's a very tiny kite that she's riding. I think it looks like a 6. So controlling that whilst you're rotating forward and doing a loop was quite hard, but she managed. It was quite a strong landing. Here we're flying with Nathalie Lambrecht, who's riding full speed. Her previous jump was also quite huge, so I'm expecting to go big. Another massive boogie loop. Oh, nice. 8.2 meters. Very cool. 42 kilometers an hour. That's quite some speed. Here we've got Rana, again on the lookout for that perfect takeoff spot. Feeling the gust, feeling the wind. What? Yes, sending it. Nice kite loop. Landing it. Here we've got Alessa with her 5th attempt in this heat. So 2 more jumps for Alessa. Whoa, getting some good air here. A little bit of a glitch in the stream there, but luckily the judges can see it clearly to give her the score she deserves. So now we've got Nathalie again, building up that speed. And it, yes! Oh, massive crash. Double back roll kite loop. Unfortunately not sticking it. But she's already leading this heat, and I think that trick right there will still add to her variety score, so I think she's good. Now we've got the final jumps for this heat. It's Rana's turn. There she goes, an epic boogie loop, and can she control this one? Yes, she's got it! Ah! That's so frustrating. Just when you think you nail it, and then just getting pulled off your edge there. Didn't quite find her balance. But still ballsy to go for a boogie loop. The wind is picking up. Girls are riding nicely powered, so that's great. And here we've got Alessa with a contra loop, so she's pulling the loop with her front hand. Instead of a normal kite loop where it's all about pulling your back hand. So it's a fun thing that the riders are playing around with now. I think Yannick introduced it 2 years ago or something. Just looping the other way. And you see the riders getting really creative with it. Adding multiple spins and board offs. So now we got Nathalie for her last attempt in this heat. Is she gonna go for it? Yes, a massive kite loop, 1-footer. That is big, eh? Oh, nice. Well done, Nathalie. Very, very, very nice. That was huge air here. 10 meters, that's great. I mean, in Cape Town, we can maybe jump 15, 20, 25 meters. But here in Brazil, the wind is a bit more fluffy. So we can only maybe max it out until 15 meters. It's very hard to jump big. But yeah, this heat went very nicely. And in the next round, we've got 3 ladies competing it out. And it's Greta Zijlstra, Jasmine Cho, and Angeli Boulot. So that's going to be a promising heat. These girls know how to shred. They know how to send it. And like I said, we've got some of the best big air riders in the world competing here at the TatajubaFest, the Big Air Kite League. And once again, a massive shout out to the whole team.
I am Fazenda Moreiras, a farm and an eco-park. Miles and miles of sand dunes and lagoons and white vegetation. Untouched vastness. A delicate ecosystem. I am fauna and flora in perfect balance. Luxury and simplicity. Sustainability without sacrificing comfort. Bungalows for sale and for rent. The perfect spot for diving, flying, horse riding. I am 100% off-grid and 100% connected to the nature around me. I am a different kind of oasis, an oasis within an oasis called Zara. What are you waiting for? Fazenda Moreiras.
Construction in these remote parts of Brazil presents some monstrous challenges. We've spent the past 5 years perfecting the art of building beautiful hotels, restaurants, and homes in the midst of nature, all while respecting the local habitat. Our team of more than 200 talented professionals thrives in these conditions, from sourcing materials to building sustainably in a sensitive ecosystem. If you want to develop your paradise in Brazil, we're the guys to talk to. We hack the construction. Email us today to build your paradise.
New to the Surfer app. Accurate session tracking with just a smartwatch. Available now for Apple Watch and currently being developed for Wear OS. Are you just learning to jump or sending massive airs? The watch tracks it all.
Let's try to predict this jump. Height 8.0. 7.9.
Some hiccups here. No, they're on. Why is Jasmine not going for it? Okay, now Jasmine noticed that it's her 20 seconds to put some scores on the board. So there she goes, building up the speed. And she can go big. Here, this is what I mean. Massive kite loop with a back roll, late back roll, if I'm correct. Or was it just a straight one? I just have a little glitch here in my screen. Here we got Angeli riding full power. Up, mega loop, late back roll. That's how we know Angie. That's putting it down clean. Wicked. Judge, you're gonna love that. So now we got Greta coming up for a second attempt in this heat number 3. Ready to shred. This is going to be fire. Here, Angie scoring a nice 6.01, which is a great score for her opening trick in this heat against Jasmine and Greta. There we go. Back roll kite loop. Some nice height, some good power. And again, not sticking this landing. Unfortunately. Now again, this is Jasmine's chance to send it huge again. So here goes Jasmine. Oh! I thought she was going to go for a boogie, but it was a massive front roll tail grab. Not the difficulty the judges are looking for, but I bet she has more in store for us later on. That only scored a 1.7. I think she wanted to go for the boogie, but it just didn't turn out good enough. Sometimes it's better to abort than to fall on your face. So here goes Angie again. The other way, and a massive boogie loop. No holding. Oh, no. No holding back here. Unfortunately, crashing. You saw one foot came out of the foot strap. Just trying to pull it together, but that's going to be considered a crash for sure. Like I said, a crash still adds to your variety score, so wasn't all for nothing. On the scores on the screen don't include the variety score yet. The variety score will be given after the heat, so this is not the final result or standing. And we got Greta going for a boogie loop. Nice, landing that boogie loop clean. Here goes Jasmine again. Yeah, there she goes. Massive boogie loop and landing it full speed. She's stoked with that, claiming it. 8-meter high boogie loop. Very cool move. I actually invented that move. You're here with me, Ruben Lenton, in the TatajubaFest live stream. Coming at you from Brazil. Kiteboarding Mecca. Always blowing, always windy. Other days a bit stronger than other days, but hey. It's good. The life's good out here. We've got Angie cleaning some water from her eyes so she can properly spot her takeoff spot. And this is heat number 3 of round 1 of the women division here at the Big Air Kite League TatajubaFest. All the girls will have 6 attempts in this heat. Whereof this is the 4th attempt of Greta to put 2 of the highest scoring tricks on the board. And there she goes, finding the spot. Back roll. Whoa. What? What was that? It looked like a sort of a mini S loop. I think she changed her mind. Halfway, mid through the loop. Might as well steer it back. Unfortunately, Brazil is not very suitable for double loops and S loops, as you just simply cannot get the height. So even if you pull it off, they're not going to be that extreme. In heat number 4, we have Lavi, Zara Hoogenraad, and Michiel Sol. That's promising to be an action-packed heat for sure. See the girls rocking some board-off kite loops and everything, so stay tuned. And here we've got Jasmine rocking a nice kite loop with a tail grab. Oh, butt checking the landing there. Whoa. Kite shooting through the window. Her highest scoring trick was the boogie loop that we just saw before, which was a 5.63. Up next, again, Angie. Angie going huge with another massive boogie loop. Landing it clean this time. Not slipping the foot out of the foot strap, so she's stoked. Great dynamic view here from the drone. That Carlos Robles is flying for us. Following the riders precisely, making sure he doesn't get in the way. It's a feat on its own. Two more attempts left for each girl in this heat. As soon as their flag goes up, the time starts ticking. 20 seconds to find your takeoff spot, find the gust, and perform your best big air move. So let's see what Greta Zijlstra has got for us right now. Jumping big is all about building up that tension between you and the kite by building up as much speed and pressure with your board, and then kicking with that back leg for a good takeoff and timing it with the right gust. Unfortunately, she didn't find the right gust or balance in this takeoff, so she aborted the trick. Unfortunately, it still counts as an attempt, so she will only have one more move left in this heat to put a good score on the scoring board. Up next, we've got Jasmine. There we go. Oh, crashing this kite loop. Hard. Kind of winding into her deep power line. But she's okay, that's good. Let's see what Angie's got for us now on her 5th attempt. She's already leading it. Highest scoring trick of the event so far, I believe. There she goes, riding out to the left. Building up the speed, putting the kite up, sending it. Pulling the loop with her back end, grabbing the nose of the board with her front hand, and riding out clean and fast. That's how we like it. Here in Tatajuba, we have to time the competition according to the tide. As with high tide, the lagoon fills up and becomes deep enough for these riders to perform their tricks. So we have a few nice hours left in this beautiful spot. And once again, a massive shout out to all the sponsors of this event. Big shout out to Nesh, Kite Mana, obviously, and all the local businesses here that support our vision and bring this event to life. A lot of hard work goes into it. So here goes Greta again. Whoa, nice. Yep, landing a clean stoke with that double front roll kite loop. Or maybe it was a single front roll. It's Brazil. The Wi-Fi connection is not always as strong as we need it to be. But luckily the stream is up and running and you guys can follow all the action live. So thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys being here. And up in the last heat of round 1 of the ladies, we've got Lavi, Zara Hoogenraad, and Michiel Sol.
I like to wake up with a great view. I love a great breakfast.
And a nice hot shower.
Fast internet. I mean really fast.
And a nice pool.
I need wind. A lot of wind. Ah, and cool people.
Hello my friend. Welcome to Lambrecht.
I am Fazenda Moreias. I am a different kind of oasis. Luxury and simplicity. Bungalows for sale and for rent.
Hello everyone!
Welcome to Thoma, Brazil. We have an exquisite restaurant, accommodation and kite school at one of the most beautiful kite spots in Ilha do Guajiru, Brazil. We look forward to welcoming you to our home.
If you want to develop your paradise in Brazil, we're the guys to talk to. We hack the construction. Email us today to build your paradise.
Welcome to the lounge. Here we are with Ruben Lenton. It's actually turns
Lounging.
into the boom room when you're in here. This man is
easy now.
He's wearing so many hats at this competition, commentating in an area where the Wi-Fi is much weaker than the wind. Man, how is it watching the level of riding in the women's division and in the first division?
Well, I mean, I love being in Brazil and here with the Big Air Kite League. TatajubaFest is absolutely incredible to see everybody together, and it's really a community vibe. And it's all about kiteboarding, you know. So everybody's pushing each other. Every day we see new tricks in expression sessions, in trainings. And here during the event, everybody's trying to land their best tricks. So it's definitely incredible to see how the level of riding is picking up. And also for the ladies, they're really stepping it up, jumping huge. And yeah, like we saw Jasmine go, or Nathalie, or Angie. It's absolutely incredible. And I think we're going to see the level build as the rounds go on. So very excited to be here.
Yeah, it is really exciting, and we're about to get right back into the action where you're commentating, so stay tuned for that.
Exactly. Check it out.
Ciao.
Enjoy it. So here we are, ready for the last heat of round number 1 of the ladies. A very exciting one, as these girls really know how to push it. We got Lavi in the yellow lycra. Then we've got Zara in the green lycra, green lycra. And then we've got the local shredder, Michiel, multiple freestyle world champion, but also definitely shows that she knows how to throw some huge big air moves. So very exciting to watch. And we're in for a treat. So here we see Lavi, Zara Hoogenraad, and Michiel ready to perform their best tricks. And you're tuning in live to watch it. So thanks for being here with us. So Gal is about to kick this event off as soon as her flag goes up. She knows she has 20 seconds in order to perform her best trick. And it can be quite challenging to match up the gust, the perfect takeoff spot, and your timing. So here she goes, building up the speed, looking far ahead to spot her takeoff spot, and then building up the right tension with a good edge, a good pop. There she goes, all the way at the point. She found some flat water. Boosting a huge kite loop, landing full speed, and keeping it together. Very nice. Up next is Dutch shredder, Zara. She knows how to go big. There we see Giel Vlucht, her boyfriend, giving the signs that her flag is up, that it's now her time, and we just tuned in a bit late for that. Seemed like what was it? So we got Mika coming in, full speed. And she's got a bag full of tricks. Like we see here, this massive kite loop laid back roll. Landing it super clean, very confident, very smooth, very stylish. That's definitely going to be a great score. Now for her second attempt, goal is on. Here we see Mika's score coming in with a 5.79. Taking the lead in this heat. But here comes goal. Jumping to the left this time. Sending it. Nice back roll kite loop. And yeah, the kite caught her in time. And what is going on with these landings? Oh, it sucks so much when you're just skipping out on the landing and not keeping it together to add a proper score to the board. This will definitely be a crash on the judges' sheet. Now we got the drone following Zara. Coach Giel. There we've got Zara taking off for a huge boogie loop. A little bit out of control there. Quite some dangles in there. Foot comes out of foot strap. Definitely crashing this one. Oi. Better luck next time. She has 4 more attempts to put 2 highest scoring tricks on the board. So let's see what she's got. Now Mika in the blue lycra. Ready to perform her trick. There she goes, riding to the point. Because out there the water is just a bit more flat, just behind the sandbar, which makes it easier to time your takeoff. And she goes for a kite loop board off and sticking it, no props. What a skill. That's good. She can do all the freestyle moves and just rock the big air discipline like no one else. So very cool to see this young shredder from Brazil. This is the last heat of round number 1 of the ladies division. Here at the TatajubaFest from the Big Air Kite League. Oh, another back roll kite loop with a nice drone angle there. Landing it clean. It's going to be a nice score for Gal. Now it's Zara's turn. Let's see if she can keep it together this time and go huge again. Seems like she's riding some prototype. Fully black kite. Landing a kite loop clean. Just to get those scores on the sheet. Up next we have got Mika again. Ready to rock and roll with another huge banger of a move. Oh, again. Massive kite loop laid back roll. I think it was a bit higher than the one before. Yeah, there we see her friends cheering her on. Stoked. It's such a vibe in this community. Everybody helps each other out, cheers each other on, and just hopes for the most epic kiteboarding action we can wish for. So, very cool to see. Very cool to be a part of. My name is Ruben Lenton, and I'm bringing you some live commentary during the TatajubaFest here in Brazil. Thanks for tuning in. And here we've got Gal with a nice board off from the fin. She's putting her board on back in time, landing it clean. So that will definitely add to the variety score. We don't only want to see loops, it's great to throw in board offs, handle passes. The judges like some variety. Rotations each way, jumping both ways. And here we got Zara again, but this time with a contra loop. Unfortunately, out of balance and crashing. Also didn't get the height she normally prefers, but I hope she's keeping her head cool because she has got 2 more attempts left in this heat to get the 2 highest scoring tricks. Up next, we got Mika again. She gonna jump to the right again? Or will she show some skills to the left side as well? Let's see what she's got now. Already did the kite loop laid back roll, kite loop board off. So what is she going for now? It's a boogie loop. Yeah, you going huge. That's wicked. Landing it clean, no problem for Mika. Like in big air kiteboarding, I think the highest jump right now recorded is around 35 meters. And here in Brazil, I think if you jump over 10 meters, it's already huge because the wind is just a little bit more fluffy than compared to Europe or Cape Town, for example. So it's really hard to get huge airs here. But the beauty about Brazil is that it's really a kiteboarding playground. So you see the riders getting very creative here. And they can combine all sorts of tricks into one. So it's definitely a great spot for kiting and progressing kite surfing to the next level. Every day we've got the same direction of wind. It's like a hairdryer. And it's a very consistent place to progress your kiteboarding. If you've never been, definitely come down, check it out, feel the vibe. Get some agua de coco going, and you're going to be styling. Oh yeah, going for the boogie loop. And Zara sticking this on clean. She's stoked with that. She went very inverted on that boogie loop with the board right above her head. Great skill. You getting excited on the beach there. Feeling the stoke. These are the best big air riders in the world. So you're watching some of the best action. Kiteboarding action around. Thanks for tuning in once again. Stick with us as we'll go ahead with round 1 of the men's division, where we will see some incredible action of these athletes. Mika seems to be headed out right foot forward again. What else has she got left on that side? Whee! Building up the speed, sending the kite. What? No way! No way, going for a boogie loop board off and making it happen. What the heck? This is absolutely incredible, man. The beach is going crazy. Mika, oh, wow. Now I know why you did like all your jumps to that side, because these tricks are just incredible. No problem for Mika. Wow, boogie loop board off. Couldn't believe it. Mika has only been training for big air, I think, in the past 2 years. She's like, yeah, we'll give it a try. Normally her main discipline is freestyle, where she's absolutely smashing it. Not for nothing, multiple times world champ. And here we've got a nice back roll kite loop. Also some nice height, clean landing. Very good from goal, Lavi. Mika leading this heat with 13.61. And then a third score will be added to this score, a variety score. Mega loop laid back roll for Zara. Not so in control as we normally see from Zara, but you're shaking your head. She's making it exciting. So we've got the last jump of this heat from Mika. What else has she got? Oh, what is she going for this time? What? A rewind. We saw a boogie loop rewind. So she did a kite loop with a forward rotation, and halfway through she spun the other way again. Some incredible tricks here from these girls. And that was the end of this heat. Stay tuned as we will continue with the men's division round 1.
I like to wake up with a great view.
I love a great breakfast.
And a nice hot shower.
Fast internet. I mean really fast.
And a nice pool.
I need wind. A lot of wind. And cool people.
Hello, my friend. Welcome to La Ventana.
I am Fazenda Moreias. I am a different kind of oasis. Luxury and simplicity. Bungalows for sale and for rent.
Hello everyone.
Welcome to Thoma, Brazil. We have an exquisite restaurant, accommodation and kite school at one of the most beautiful kite spots in Ilha do Guajiru, Brazil. We look forward to welcoming you to our home.
If you want to develop your paradise in Brazil, we're the guys to talk to. We hack the construction. Email us today to build your paradise.
Welcome to the lounge. We got none other than Mika Solon here after an amazing performance. So some people really enjoy, being out in the water, connecting with kite surfing. You're coming off the water with your hair completely dry.
Yeah.
Throwing down some of the things that we've really never seen before in competition in women's divisions. How does this feel?
It feels great. I was in Praia for the last month training, but I only actually made the kite board off and the boogie board off here like 5 days ago, but I think not even a week ago, but I think I got them down pretty consistently, and I'm really hoping that for the rest of the call I'm going to be able to land them. But yeah, came out of the water, hair all dry. It was nice. It was really fun out there.
Oh, incredible. So are there tricks that are more challenging that you're working on that we might see in later heats?
I don't know, maybe. I'm still thinking about it, but maybe. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but a little surprise.
Just give us a little, a hint.
I can, because I have no clue. I might just try something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. This has been awesome.
Yeah.
We cannot wait to see what the future heats look like. And next up, we will have the men's Division 1 first heat. So stay tuned, and it's ramping.
You.
I like to wake up with a great view.
I love a great breakfast.
And And a nice hot shower.
Fast internet. I mean really fast.
And a nice pool.
I need wind. A lot of wind. And cool people.
Hello, my friend. Welcome to La Ventana.
So, still here at the TatajubaFest Big Air Kite League. And in this first heat, this is Josue Ferreira. Oh, he's so clean, so smooth. Sticking it together. Sorry, we tuned in a bit late. But we're here at the first round with the men's division. And here we have Nicolas Gambier, Josue Ferreira, and Stijn Mul. Ready to perform their best scores. Now we're gonna see some epic action. The level's just going through the roof here in Brazil. Building up full speed. Oh, unfortunately, his foot is coming out. Oh, massive crash. Stijn Mul wiping out. Unfortunately, he saw that his foot slipped out of the foot strap at the beginning of the jump. And then he still pulled a massive loop and 2 rotations. But unfortunately couldn't get his foot back in. Resulting in a big tumble crash. So all the riders have 6 attempts in order to perform their 2 highest scoring tricks, plus an added variety score, making up the overall result. In this heat we see Josue Ferreira, he's leading. Nicolas. Nico going for a... Unfortunately couldn't get the loop going, so not such a difficult trick for this attempt. The riders have 20 seconds as soon as their flag goes up. And here we see Josue riding full speed. Ready here, load and pop and going huge with a mega loop laid back roll board off. Yes, and pulling it together. Look at that. Stoked. Phew. That's what we like to see. And remember, this is just the first heat of the men's division. First round. So the action is just going to build. You came to the right place for the most epic kiteboarding action around. And we're doing our best to give you a smooth live stream here from Brazil with its own challenges. But here we see Stijn Mul with a boogie loop board off. Landing it clean, getting the board on back in time. Also riding a prototype kite by the looks of it. Fully white. Great to see the progression and development of the sport. Not stopping anytime soon. Boom, that's a boogie loop, board off. And another added, oh no, he almost went for an added rotation, but he stuck it now. Clean boogie loop board off. Also feel free to share this live stream link with your friends so they can also enjoy this epic kiteboarding action live from TatajubaFest here in Brazil. As you don't want to miss this. This is gonna get wild. What? It is already wild. So now we got Josue riding to the right, just taking off on the flat piece there. Nice contra loop with 2 forward rotations and a board off. Definitely something that the riders are playing with, the contra loops. And then adding 2 rotations and a board off. Quite difficult. But Josue was sticking it clean. Here we got Stijn with a mega loop, back roll, board off, and an added rotation, and a little grab on the way there for some extra style points. So he's stoked on that trick, putting it on the map. So all the riders had 4 attempts. 2 attempts left in order to determine who will be the winner of this heat. Oh yes, have a kite loop. Kite loop board off with a triple rotation. Incredible. Unfortunately bumming out on the landing there. Nicolas not too happy with that, but he almost got it. And remember, a crash trick still adds to your variety score, so that helps. There we see Josue. Oi, 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 no way! Absolutely insane loop with triple rotation and a board off. Was it a board off? What a move. Here we see Nico coming in with another move. But it is Stijn Mul's turn actually. Stijn Mul also there with a massive kite loop, triple back roll board off. But checking that landing a bit there, so that's definitely going to affect the scores for him, unfortunately. But what a moves. Imagine doing 3 rotations whilst looping your kite and taking your board off. It all starts with visualizing in your head and then doing it on the water. And these guys are definitely visualizing some insane tricks. Just like this. Way, oh, unfortunately crashing this for Nico. Oh, I hurt his elbow there a bit by the looks of it. Probably hit his elbow to the board, which is definitely a risk factor with taking off your board and then not getting it back on properly. You see Josue helping out Nico to get his board back so he can get the heck out of the competition zone so he can perform his next move. Very nice sportsmanship over there. That's how we do. We'll take care of one another out there. TatajubaFest, Big Air Kite League. Here we are in the live stream. Live from Brazil. And we got Josue on his last attempt for this heat. Already saw some incredible moves, and here he's taking off again. With a back roll, board off on the fin, and a nice kite loop. Why? Unfortunately crashing this trick. But he's already leading this heat, and that will definitely add to his variety score for the overall result. So the winner of this heat will continue straight to round 3. Number 2 will go to round 2. And unfortunately, the loser is out of the competition. So we got only one jump left from Stijn. Let's see what he's got. He's riding full speed. Riding to the point where the water's nice and flat. Load and pop. Yeah, now he's landing this one. Yeah, whoa! Oh, no. What a deal. Just skipping out on the landing of this incredible kite loop. I think it was 4 rotations and the board off. Holy moly, how can you pull it together? We're going to quick ad break and we'll be right back with heat number 2 of round 1.
So your mate thinks he jumps 10 meters high? You can follow him live right at the beach. But don't keep the joy to yourself. Live stream your session to anywhere in the world, reach new heights, and climb up the leaderboard. Join the ultimate kiteboarding game today.
Construction in these remote parts of Brazil presents some monstrous challenges. We've spent the past 5 years perfecting the art of building beautiful hotels, restaurants, and homes in the midst of nature, all while respecting the local habitat. Our team of more than 200 talented professionals thrives in these conditions, from sourcing materials to building sustainably in a sensitive ecosystem. If you want to develop your paradise in Brazil, we're the guys to talk to. We hack the construction. Email us today to build your paradise.
All right, welcome to the lounge. I'm here with Heel Flute. How's it going, man?
Doing good, doing good. Ready for the action.
Ready for the action. Now, some people have been saying that the level of kiteboarding has become somewhat unsustainable. Now, I've been following you around the world for the last 9 months, and your biggest statement is usually that there's not enough wind. Do you think that we're running out of the natural resources of this planet to sustain your level of kitesurfing?
Absolutely. No, the wind actually here today is looking really good. The riders are going very big, and I'm very excited for these conditions because it's a bit more than we're used to in Tatajuba. So the day is perfect. I'm ready. Let's hope that I get to go, and I'm amped to go. So can't wait.
Hey, that's exactly what we want to hear for the 2022 Alchemist TatajubaFest. Heel Flute, stoked on the conditions. We got a lot of really great stuff coming. So let's get into the second heat of Division 2. Ciao, ciao.
So here we are, back for heat number 2 of round 1 of the men's division. Full of action today here at the TatajubaFest Big Air Kite League. Thanks for tuning in. Epic to have you here watching along as the action goes live. So we have Heliardi, Cabrinha da Silva, Carlito Martinez, and Jeremy Burlando. These guys are absolutely senders. And I'm curious to see who's going to take home the win of this heat. Brazil, Dominican Republic, and Italy battling it out with their best moves. So you're here with me, Ruben Lenton, and how this competition works is each rider gets 6 attempts. They get, as soon as their flag goes up, they get 20 seconds to take off and perform their best move. And then out of the 6 attempts, their 2 highest scoring tricks, accompanied with a variety score, will create the overall result. Unfortunately, we already saw a big crash there from Heliardi, local shredder here from Brazil. Really stepping up his game over the past couple years, adding in the board-offs with the kite loops, and now competing with the best in the world. So really a lot of respect for all the riders out there for pushing it. We see Jeremy Burlando passing the board back to Heli, just to clear the competition zone so the next rider, who is Carlito Martinez, can take off. Here we have Carlito. What is he going to give us? So the competition zone is cleared. And he's waiting for his sign to go for it. Yep, I think the flag just went up. So he's gonna build up his speed. He's jumping to the left on this attempt. There he goes. Good edge. Up, load and pop. And there he goes with a kite loop board off from the fin. And landing it. Oi! Butt check. The judges will deduct some points, unfortunately, for that one. But for his first attempt, getting into the zone, was already a nice high move with a loop and a board off. So that's where the level is at. If you don't have those moves, don't have anything to do in this competition. That's why I'm live streaming commentary and not competing with these guys. Oi, Jeremy Burlando with a epic kite loop, laid back roll board off, and an added rotation on the way down and landing like nothing has happened. That's definitely going to put a good score on the board for him. We're hearing the conditions are quite challenging. There's some great chops in the landing area, so that's why you see some of the riders skipping out. And we see Heliardi coming in with a nice board off, board spin contra loop, landing it clean. We see Jeremy getting a nice score for that move, a 6.72, which was a kite loop with a double back rotation and a board off. So in order to get to that 10, you really have to push it. Let's see what this competition is going to bring, but a lot of fire. We see a boogie loop board off with an another forward rotation added. Unfortunately skipping out on the landing here. Bummer for Carlito. Going to be some deducted points again for that butt check landing. But Jeremy Burlando looking confident. Trying to find the wind. Building up the speed. Looking for that flat water piece on the point where he can take off. There he goes. Whoop, load and pop. And there he goes for 4 forward rotations, a board off and a contra loop. And a wipeout. Unfortunately, not keeping it together on this trick. Live stream was glitching up a little bit. But this is what it is, Brazil style. We're making the most of it. Thanks for sticking with us and enjoying this epic kiteboarding action live here from TatajubaFest, the Big Air Kite League. And here we've got Heliardi ready to send his 3rd attempt in this heat. Yes, nice kite loop. Tic-tac from the fin. Epic. Well done, landed clean. I yet have to try that move myself, but I will get to it at some point. Now it's Carlito's turn. Carlito loading, popping, sending it. Going for just a straight board off. Not what he was looking for. Sometimes your takeoff doesn't go according to plan and it's better to abort your move or do something else than to risk a big crash. The riding competitions is all about having a cool head and a clear game plan and knowing which tricks score well. Here we see a doobie loop from Jeremy Burlando. 2 forward rotations with a kite loop added. So all riders had 3 attempts. That means we're halfway through this heat. Each rider gets 6 attempts. Now it's Heliardi's turn again. to show what he's got. We see the drone speeding up in the back, and here, we see a mega loop late back roll, and then the kite didn't really come back up, so he bombed out on this landing. Carlito jumping to the right, loading, popping, sending it. Boogie loop. Hey, doobie loop. Yes. Putting it together with 2 forward rotations and a kite loop. We got Jeremy Burlando, who's got some of the most epic tricks in the business. Let's see if he can pull it together. He's already leading this heat by the 2 highest scores. But I'm sure he's hungry for more. So let's see what he's going to pull out of the bag next. What? And now I'm dizzy. Butt check on the landing, but it was like 4 rotations and a contra loop and a board off, I believe. Sorry if I'm mistaken on some of the tricks. I don't even know what they're called myself. But it looks very, very difficult, very intense. Luckily, we've got some professional judges, 3 professional judges who are great riders themselves as well, so they can check in fine detail how every jump should score and what should score better. So that's their job. And I'm just here, Ruben Lenton, doing some live commentary from the TatajubaFest. Colin and Adrian couldn't make it, so just stepping in, giving you guys some insights on what's happening, what's going down today here on the lagoon in Tatajuba. Here we got Carlito on his 5th attempt. Loading, popping, back roll, double back roll, board off, kite loop. Aye. Didn't get the height. Wanted to combine a little bit too many things in this jump. Like if you want to do a kite loop, 2 rotations, and a board flip in one jump, you better get the height, otherwise you just don't have the time. It's all about finding the right gust, having the right takeoff, and of course the right skills. These are some of the best riders in the world. And we're getting treated to some epic action today. Jeremy Burlando with a doobie loop board off. Absolutely insane. What a control, what a skill. Landing it clean. Doobie loop board off. Yes, boy. So a doobie loop is 2 forward rotations and then looping the kite backwards. Quite hectic already. And then he just adds a board off because he had a hand free anyway, you know. Absolutely incredible. The amount of talent we're seeing here at the Big Air Kite League. So now all riders have their last attempt. And we see a huge boogie loop with a nose grab from Heliardi. Won't be scoring too high because the trick was just not difficult enough in order to get up the ranks. The winner of this heat will advance straight to round 3. The number 2 in this heat will go to the 2nd round. And unfortunately, the loser of this heat is out. Here we got Carlito with his last attempt. Double back roll. Board off. Yes. Lekker boy. Is he? That looked like a splash. Oh, we missed the landing on that one. But oh yeah, that was absolutely incredible. Doing 3 rotations with a board flip, aka tic-tac, whilst kite looping his kite. Absolutely insane. Some nice style in there, some nice laid back style. Absolutely loving it. I'm not sure if he landed that, so sorry we cut out on the landing there. Now we just have Jeremy Burlando with his last trick of this heat. Looks like he's gonna jump left foot forward, because that's what the judges like. Jumping to the left and jumping to the right. What we got? Loading, popping, finding that tension. Triple back roll board off. I don't know if it was a contra loop or a kite loop. Seemed like he was doing something weird with the bar there. That was the end of this heat. Up next we got Monteiro, Michiel Schipper and Cohan van Dijk. Two Dutchies battling it out together with Monteiro.
I am Fazenda Moreiras, a farm and an eco park. Miles and miles of sand dunes and lagoons and white vegetation. Untouched vastness. A delicate ecosystem. I am fauna and flora in perfect balance. Luxury and simplicity. Sustainability without sacrificing comfort. Bungalows for sale and for rent. The perfect spot for diving, flying, horse riding. I am 100% off-grid and 100% connected to the nature around me. I am a different kind of oasis, an oasis within an oasis called Zara. What are you waiting for? Fazenda Moreiras.
Welcome to Lambrecht.
Hello everyone.
Welcome to Thoma, Brazil. We have an exquisite restaurant, accommodation and kite school at one of the most beautiful kite spots in Ilha do Guajiru, Brazil. We look forward to welcoming you to our home.
Live. Hey, what's going on? We're back in the lounge with Stino. How's it going, man?
Yeah, great. I just got off the water.
Yeah, you were in Heat 1, came in second. Tell us a little bit about how that heat went for you.
Well, so I was riding. I was a bit nervous, of course. The first heat of the whole men's Division 1. The wind was quite good, actually. I think it's around 30 knots. But also the water is it's high tide. It's coming up. And there's a lot of small chops. So you have to be careful with your takeoff. As you saw in my first trick, I wasn't prepared for the chop to hit my board on the front. So I lost my 1 foot, the front one, I think. It was also, you had to be careful for the landings. If you had a lot of speed, you bounce like on the chop, so it's super hard to land smooth. Yeah, I was riding my 9.
All right, and so the wavelength is quite small there between the waves. What's your approach, or what's a common approach for taking off and chop?
To take off and chop, I would say you have to take off like super short, so as fast as possible. And for that to do is like you have to keep that kite a bit higher before you go off, before you take off, so you can move the kite up to 12 like super fast. So for example, park it on 1 o'clock and then send it back to 12 and then take off immediately. So don't come on riding with a lot of speed with the kite low, because that will take too much time.
Right, and how much does a calibration like this affect your overall kind of trick quiver?
Well, it means as the kite is more up already in the air, you have to do your kite loop faster, because the kite travels a lot less in the air before you can loop it. So you have to be careful to loop it like straight after.
Awesome, awesome. And so do you have any heats that you're looking forward to watching here?
Yeah, so the next one is Michael Schipper against Cohan van Dijk and Tony Tornado. I think they're starting right now, so cheer for them.
All right, and real quick. Oh, no, okay, right to it. Let's go.
Ooh, there we go. We're back. Heat 3. Here we see Monteiro loading and popping, sending it with the back roll, double back roll board off, kite loop. Whee! Wiping out. Definitely not holding back, going for it on his first attempt in this heat. Heat number 3 with Monteiro, Michiel Schipper and Cohan van Dijk. Great way to kick off the heat. Landing would have been better for him, but the action is nonetheless epic to watch. Here we got Michiel Schipper on his first attempt. Doobie loop. Doobie loop with an added rotation and a butt check on the landing, or a crash probably. Now we got stylish shredhead Cohan van Dijk coming up in the blue lycra. The tide is coming in nicely. The wind is cranking, so this is a perfect setting for the Big Air Kite League here in Tatajuba. Here we got Cohan loading, popping, sending it huge with a mega loop. Board off late back roll, sticking it clean. Getting his first score on the board. Here you see Michiel with his 3 rotations and kite loop only scored a 1.32 because of his crash. Although severe butt check, because a crash scores 0 and a proper butt check still scores, but the judges deducted quite a bit from his score, so you definitely want to make sure you land your moves clean and that you send them to the moon. Like with this kite loop, tic-tac. Unfortunately not getting the height and time that he needs to put the board back on. Bummer for Tone. Up next we've got Michiel with his second attempt. Riding out right foot forward again. I think looking for that flat piece on the point. There he goes, another doobie loop. Same move, but this time landing it. So 3 rotations, forward rotations with a kite loop. Landing it clean. Absolutely great. Let me tell you, it's quite scary to chuck yourself into multiple rotations and looping that kite whilst you're going at significant heights. So respect for all these riders for pushing it and keeping it together in this wicked competition. Here we've got Cohan with a mega loop and a board spin, landing it clean. Cohan van Dijk scoring a 4.9 with that kite loop board spin, because there were no rotations added. The height wasn't super high, so only a 4.9 for that trick. Tone finally putting the score on the map, landing that one clean. Yes, loading, popping. Michiel, nice double back roll, kite loop, nose grab, and a clean landing. Some nice height on that jump. Up next, we've got Cohan again. Spectators on the beach loving the action. It's always better in real life. But thanks for tuning in for the live stream. This really amps us all up to keep this going. Very challenging conditions here in Brazil to run an event like this. But it seems like we're pulling it off just great. Like Cohan van Dijk here with a boogie loop board off. Landing it clean. Way to go, Cohan. I'm surprised that Michiel's tricks are scoring a bit higher than Cohan's tricks. Because Cohan was adding a bit more difficulty, but Michiel had the height. Curious to see how that plays out in the variety score. Nice doobie loop board off for Tone. And crashing this trick, unfortunately. So besides the two highest scoring tricks of your heat, the variety score will determine the overall result. And in the variety score, the judges will take into consideration if you jump to the left, to the right, if you unhook, if you board off, and which way you do your rotations. So we like to see a very complete rider. And Michiel here with the back roll, kite loop board off, and an added rotation. Unfortunately, not landing that. Bummer for him. He's got 2 more attempts left to better his scores. And in this first round of the men's division, we've got a total of 8 heats for you. And this is heat number 3, so we've got plenty of action coming up. And here we've got Cohan van Dijk. He goes for the unhooked. Kung Fu, front spin, handle pass. And landing it clean. Unhooking in these conditions and with those kites definitely takes a lot of strength and guts. So props for Cohan for nailing the first handle pass of the competition. Judges will love it for the variety score, so let's see how that plays out. Up, doobie loop. Yeah, Tone landing the doobie loop right in front of the spectators, and they're absolutely going nuts. Loving it. And for this competition, most riders are using the big air kites, which are great for going huge and sending it to the moon. But they're very heavy to unhook on, so that creates some extra difficulty. So props to the riders who have the guts to do that, and actually stick some handle passes in this contest. I hope we're going to see some kite loop handle passes. Those are my fave. Here we see Michiel Schipper landing his kite loop back roll board off from the fin properly. So that will be good for his score. Now we've got Cohan riding left foot forward, out in the flats, finding his gust. Loading, putting the pressure on, edging hard, going for the doobie loop board off. Absolutely incredible style and skill here. He always rides so aggressive and just fully goes for it. That's what we love to see. Big up. Phew, stoked on that one. Whoop whoop, hoppity hop hop. So here we got the last attempt for Tone. Whoa. Double front roll kite loop. If you want to follow the results live, you can go to buckle.heatscoring.com and see if in more detail about all the trick scores. And from Heat 1, the winner was Josue Ferreira in first place, Stijn Mul in second place, and unfortunately Nicolas in third place. Here we've got Michiel Schipper. Oh, he's going for the doobie-loo board off, but didn't get his board off in time. But sticking this and keeping it together. So adding a score to the board. Not sure if it's going to be higher than his previous scores already. So the results from heat number 2. In first place, Jeremy Burlando, advancing to round 3. Then we've got Carlito in second, and Heliardi in third place. So he's out of the competition. And now let's see who's going to come out on top in this heat. This epic battle between Michiel Schipper and Cohan van Dijk. There he goes. Big mega loop, double board spin, but not having enough time to put his board on. Doing a little, ooh. Quite a funny crash there. Nice slide out with a little flip. So this was the end of this heat. All the riders had 6 attempts. And in the next heat we have Samuel Ree, Aaron Hadlow, and Lucas Cerruti from South Africa. So this is going to be epic. Stay tuned, guys.
Welcome to Alchemist Beach Club. Indulge in delicious food. Soak up the sun. Play to your heart's content. In the lagoon of paradise.
Construction in these remote parts of Brazil presents some monstrous challenges. We've spent the past 5 years perfecting the art of building beautiful hotels, restaurants, and homes in the midst of nature, all while respecting the local habitat. Our team of more than 200 talented professionals thrives in these conditions, from sourcing materials to building sustainably in a sensitive ecosystem. If you want to develop your paradise in Brazil, we're the guys to talk to. We hack the construction. Email us today to build your paradise.
I am Fazenda Moreiras. I am a different kind of oasis. Luxury and simplicity. Bungalows for sale and for rent.
Hey, what's going on? We're in the lounge with Andrea Principi. How's it going, man?
Super good, guys. I'm really happy to be here with this legend.
Yeah. Oh, man, stop it. So we're here. The wind is absolutely pumping. You're walking around with your headphones on. Man, are we going to be seeing some world first tricks out here today?
I'm almost sure.
You're
I'm
almost sure?
Yeah.
Okay, what could it be hinging on? Just the spur of the moment?
Man, so many turn with so many also turn board, you know, so many variation with the kite, with the board, with the spin, everything together, you know.
Oh man, so a world first involving turns, rotations, board spins, kite loops.
Yeah, everything together.
Oh man, okay. Do you think it's strong enough to see doubles or S loops?
No, because the wind is so hot, so not super power. Maybe with this wind and Tarifa it's possible, but here I don't think so.
Okay, that's interesting. So the density of the air plays a role in that. Okay, well, we are actually just about to go to the next heat. You know, I think that it's going to be a really good one to see you out there. When's your heat?
The next heat.
Next heat? Okay, bro. We got to get you out there.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Yeah, straight back at it. Oh, that was a boogie loop, big wipeout. In heat number 4, Samuel Ree, 5 times world champion Aaron Hedlow, now with his first attempt coming up. And Luca Cerruti, massive talent from South Africa. So here we've got Aaron Hedlow, who only decided last minute that he could enter because unfortunately a rider couldn't make it. So Eser's filling up the spot and giving it his all. With his mega loop, board off late back roll. Eser knows how to ride the contest. He's a 5 times world champion and a Red Bull King of the Air winner multiple times. So he knows how to play the game, keep his head cool, and nail all the technical tricks that score well with the judges. So this is his first score of 5.08. Now we've got Luca Cerruti. Oy, unfortunately not making it happen in this jump. It was only his first attempt. When something doesn't go according to plan, it's hard to fix it. But it's damage control then to not get too far away from your board, so you can get back up and riding as fast as possible and save your energy for the next jump. Now we've got Samuel Ree with a double back roll kite loop. Yep, landing it full speed, but then wiping out. Ah, not holding back though. Here comes Eser. Aaron Hedlow from the UK. Sending it. Double back roll, board off, kite loop, and landing it clean. Boom, getting 2 scores on the scoring board. That's how he does. I see his previous score got adjusted to 5.45. So let's see what his next moves are gonna be. I know he's got some handle passes up his sleeve, so let's see if he's got the guts to pull them out. There we got Luca Cerruti with a massive doobie loop and an added rotation. So that's 3 rotations and a kite loop. Absolutely incredible from this young South African rider who's been coming up the scene like no one else. Really epic. Epic to watch. Been competing in the buckle many times. Samuel going left foot forward. Building up the speed, building up the tension with that load and pop. Unfortunately not doing the right takeoff. A very tiny boogie loop. Definitely not what he was aiming to do. Now we've got Aaron Hedlow coming in for his 3rd attempt. So let's see what he's got. Aaron definitely shows that he's a strong competitor here. Doing a kite loop, board off from the fin with a back roll. Very stylish, clean, confident. Currently leading this heat. We all know Luca has got some tricks up his sleeves. So let's see if he can pull it together in this heat. There goes Luca, load and pop. Massive doobie loop. Oh, I wanted to go for the contra. What? I got very confused there. I wasn't sure if he was pulling a kite loop with his backhand or if he was going for the contra loop. But he missed the board off there, so I don't think it's going to be a very high scoring trick. still 5.59. Almost getting a drone in my neck. Cheers, Carlos. There we see. Not a very high jump. Small board off. Here we've got Aaron Hadlow in the green lycra. Gonna show us a move with his right foot forward by the looks of it. Yep, he's turning around. Then riding towards the point where the water is a bit more flat, right behind the sandbank. So building up his speed, getting the pop going, feeling the tension, finding the right time to take off, up, load, and pop. There he goes. With a contra loop. Oh, unfortunately, butt check for Aaron here. But showing us a nice double rotation contra loop. Want to give a big shout out to Lewis Crathern, who also couldn't make it for the commentary. Normally we got his nice English accent. Now you've got to do it with me, with my Dutch accent. But that doesn't demolish the action right here. Look at that. Ah, Luca, what's happening, brother? Not keeping it together with his tricks today. There's his Samuel giving him a hand with the board by the looks of it. So the competition zone is cleared out and ready for the next big move. So next up for his 5th attempt in this heat, we've got Samuel Rie. Samuel Rie. Got the best big air riders from all over the world competing here in the TatajubaFest, the Big Air Kite League. And we've got Samuel going for a doobie loop. Yes, landing this one clean. Getting his scores up. He's got his hands full competing against Aaron and Luca. We've been competing in many events and know exactly what to do. So up next again, we've got Aaron Hadlow on his 5th attempt. Again, right foot forward. Upload. Oh, you got a bit of a gust there. Yes. Going huge. Contra loop board off. And landing it. Aaron knows how to get the scores up. Luca's next. I think he's going to do a contra loop as well with 2 forward rotations. Maybe 3 and a board off. Maybe I'm right. Let's see. What is he going for? A massive jump. Forward rotation. Board off. Ah, no. Couldn't get the board off. Unfortunately. It won't better his scores with this trick. We've got 3 very professional judges who are top riders themselves, so they can distinguish every move and see in detail which one is more difficult, more clean, more stylish, and of course big. This is the Big Air Kite League, so it's all about the highest, the biggest, and most difficult kiteboarding tricks you can ever imagine. Oh, there we go. Oh, Samuel went for a tic-tac board off with a contra loop. Unfortunately not keeping it together, so wiping out. And that was his last attempt. So this is about 1st and 2nd place between Aaron and Luca. Aaron with his last attempt. Where's Aaron? Yeah, there's Aaron. No, there's Aaron. Yeah. All right, Aaron riding to the point. Right foot forward. He's going to go for the unhooked. Hey. Come on, switch it back. At least we saw the best part of the move, and that's the wipeout. A little bit of a mess up here. But Aaron went for... it looks like Aaron lost his kite there in his handle pass attempt. Probably his leash came off, and but luckily there's some good sportsmanship going on, and Lucas giving him a ride to the beach. Oh no, Aaron prefers to swim, I guess. So only Luca has one attempt left in this heat. As soon as the competition zone is cleared, Luca can go for his takeoff and hopefully put his best score on the cards. There goes Luca to the point. He's going to turn around. He's going to jump the other way. Probably going for that multiple forward rotation board off contra loop. I have seen him do it many times before. I'm not sure why he's not sticking it properly today, but let's see what he's got. Loading, popping. Yes, there we go. Told ya. Double rotation board off contra loop. Landing it clean. That could better Aaron's score. However, there's still a variety score being added for the overall result of this heat, so stay tuned. And the previous result of the previous heat is Monteiro in third place, Michiel Schipper in second place, and Cohan van Dijk in first place, advancing to round number 3. So let's stay tuned for the result.
So at the Ocean Cleanup, our mission is to rid the world's oceans of plastic.
The real complicated part of this puzzle is that everything is interlinked.
What we need to do is 2 things. 1, we need to clean up the legacy pollution. 2, we need to close the tap.
Everyone's ready?
If we have the motivation and we have the skills, we will get there.
First few years, we really focused on trying to understand the problem and map it, which then became the basis on which we developed our solutions. Our philosophy is to learn as we go and iterate our way towards success.
Good luck!
We've just passed the Golden Gate Bridge, the iconic moment.
Every hour is a small victory, and every plastic piece that we all catch is a small victory.
So we have a major structural failure.
This is normal. Welcome to the world of cutting-edge technology. The plastic is within arm's reach, literally. We can be that far away from getting a system working.
Whoa! Here's all tiny particles also.
What is the next logical step?
Boyan always thinks about improving.
With this machine, I truly believe that we're on the right track.
Dirty river comes in, a clean river comes out.
That's a teddy bear.
This is the day, this is the moment, finally.
Time has come now to deliver on our promises.
It's so beautiful to see this.
Whoa! The most exciting thing in the world, to me.
We have shown that we are capable to repeatedly harvest large amounts of plastic.
Let this mark the beginning of the end for the Great Pacific Garbage Patch.
Imagine if we do get this done, we could truly make our oceans clean again. That's a future to look forward to.
All right, we're in the lounge with Cohan van Dijk. Man,
hello.
How's it going? You absolutely crushed your heat,
Thank
pulling
you.
The first unhook trick
I
in the
think
competition.
Yeah.
So the channels are all flooded right now. Everyone is wondering if you're single.
Single?
Yeah.
Well, actually, at the moment, I'm sleeping with someone. Yeah, I'm sleeping with my pivot next to my bed.
With your pivot?
Yeah.
Now, is this a new relationship or?
Yeah, it's fresh, brand new, fresh relationship. Yeah, the new pivot is out right now.
On September 14th.
14.
Yes, you might have a pivot in your bed.
I already have one.
And everyone else can too on the 14th. So man, tell us a little bit about that kite.
That kite has a new bridle system to make the kite a little bit more stable. We used it so we can have our lovely old pivot more stabilized, so it's higher performance, and it's just the feeling is a lot better.
Yeah, holds it together a little tighter,
Exactly.
and then still has that classic fast turning.
Fast turning, exactly like
which
that.
you love out there, huh?
Ah, we need it. We need it.
Dude, so yeah, so we're about to start the next heat. So let's get back into that action now.
Choo!
Ooh la la, yes, we're still here, still windy, Lagoon is still full, we still have definitely a few nice heats to come up, and the scores from the last heat is in first place, Aaron Hatlow. Just in second place, Luca Cerruti. And then we've got Samuel in third place. So unfortunately, Samuel is out of the competition. Luca goes again in round number 2, and Aaron advances to round number 3. So in round 1, heat number 5, we've got Dennis Peterson, Scott Barenson, and Jason van der Spar. Dennis Peterson will kick this heat off. So Dennis Peterson, he's going right foot forward. Looking for a nice gust and a nice takeoff spot. There he goes. Double back roll kite loop with an added rotation and a face smasher at the end. That will count as a crash, I believe. Because that was not a butt check, that was a face check. Full body check. And we like clean landings, full speed. Like Scott Barenson, I think he's actually riding my kite. So he better goes huge. Oh, double back roll, triple back roll, kite loop, mega, and landing it clean. Huge move by Scott Barenson. Oh, there he goes for the doobie loop and probably an added rotation. Yes. Sometimes you can already spot it when they have so much speed throughout the rotation that they will have another rotation before the landing. And that just takes all the fate and the control to land that clean. Nice move from Jason from the Spy. Boy, Dennis Peterson with a nice kite loop. Fin board off. The Finnish board off, I think we should call it. This is Ruben Lenton tuning in live from TatajubaFest, Big Air Kite League here in Brazil. Absolutely stoked that you guys are all watching and supporting these riders. Because the Big Air Kite League is all for the riders so that they can perform their most epic moves. And we see Scott Barenson landing another epic move here with a triple forward rotation and a contra loop. Not holding back. These boys are on fire. Boom! Double, triple back roll board off kite loop. And a crash, unfortunately, for Jason van der Spy. Just not pulling it together on this move. Better luck next time. Remember, it's all about your 2 highest scoring tricks plus an added variation score to make up the overall result of your heat. So if you're clever, you're going to bust out like 2 of your best moves right away so that after that you can push it even harder. Because you definitely don't want to miss out on some scores. Can be quite stressful to ride in competitions. I've done it many times before, but never really cared about competition. But these boys, they do care, and they can do it. Oh, landing this one clean. Dennis Peterson also showing what he's made of. So it's definitely the height and the difficulty of the trick that will give you a good score. You can follow the live heat scoring at buckle.heatscoring.com. So check it out if you want some more in-depth information on each trick. There's a kite loop, board off, late back roll from Scott Barenson, and just skipping out on that landing on the chop. Like you see, the landing zone is quite choppy as the tide is already moving out of the lagoon again, creating pretty challenging conditions for these riders to perform in. And up next we have Jason van der Spuy sending it in a double back roll, board off, mega loop. Yes, and pulling it together. That's definitely going to be a good score. But I will leave that up to the judges. The ultimate score, the perfect score is 24, because you get two high scoring tricks, which can both be 10, and then a variety score, which can be 4. So overall, that should be 24. So what you see at the end of the heat is an overall score of these 3 scores. Let's see if we will see some 10ers in this event. That will be absolutely mind-blowing. There he goes. Dennis unfortunately slipping out his foot on the takeoff, so that's not going to give him a great score. That was his 4th attempt in this heat. So he has 2 more attempts left to better his score at the moment. And the variety score is all made up. If you do rotations to the left, rotations to the right, jumping to the left, jumping to the right. And yeah, showing full control, maybe with some unhooking as well, which definitely adds good to that score. So let's see what Scott has got for us now. Hopefully not bouncing out on a chop on the landing again. But he's going for a massive kite loop. Unfortunately not getting that board off in. Just adding in some grabs for those extra style points. Oh yes, Jason van der Spuy. Epic rotations, board off, kite loop. Sorry, sometimes I'm watching 3 things at once and not completely seeing the moves, so sometimes I mess up the trick. Sorry about that. You get the professionals on the job. Adrian Kerr, Colin and Lewis, where are ya? Leaving it all up to me. But we've got Aaron Hetlow joining me for some commentary.
Yeah, nice work, Ruben. It was pretty crazy out there. Now we got some other good action. The back roll off the fin seems to be a big favorite at the minute. But yeah, the conditions out there are pretty challenging, I have to say. It looks like there's a nice sandbar and super flat water, and right foot forward. It was really nice, but coming left foot, you really have to navigate the chop, and it's yeah, quite surprising. It's hard to get that perfect takeoff, and I think that's why we're seeing a few harder tricks being pulled off. But yeah, it's been a good event so far.
Exactly, absolutely epic for round 1. And the action will just be building throughout the event. The wind's great. Whoa, what was that? Looked like a late front roll or something. I was tripping on that. Normally you see the late backs, but looked like a board off late front roll in the kite loop. How do you do that? So this is round 1, heat number 5. And we've got, after this, 3 more men heats to come. Oh yes, unhooking, going for the handle pass and just bombing out of the sky. Jason van der Spuy absolutely landing super hard because the kite didn't come back up.
Well, I know how that feels. That was definitely it's a hard one out there to try and navigate those. But it's nice to see some unhook tricks going on around in these heats. I think it adds to the variety score. The judges want to see a little bit of everything, I think. So it's something to add in there.
I think that's how you won your last heat. Like the live stream just cut out when you started unhooking and then came back in when you wiped out. So what handle pass did you do?
So I went for the front roll handle pass, a classic Ruben Lenton special. And yeah, I just grabbed the wrong side of the bar and just fell out the sky. And here we got another one with the back roll. Oh, he just couldn't take the landing. That's the Jesse Richmond style one. And that That one's a little bit scary, I have to say, especially on the bridle kites that don't give as much slack. You get the front hand, and when that kite down loops, I tell you, it's hard to hold on. And yeah, I had something similar. Grabbed the back of the bar, and just when it slipped to the end, you just can't really get the second hand and control the kite for a smooth landing. And yeah, I kind of fell out the sky, but because I'm in an event, you always think you can land it. So I just braced and I went for the landing on my one. But
and then your leash came over. You forgot to attach it, or what?
No, I just broke my...
Snap.
Actually, it pulled out of my harness. That's how much force I obviously got.
Yeah, that's with these kites, the big air kites that we're riding. You can go huge like this, doing a double back roll, kite loop, very inverted. But like I was telling you earlier, these big air kites are great for boosting, but for unhooking and handle passing, it takes a lot of power, a lot of strength, and it's definitely scary.
Yeah, no slack on the handle passes. Is he going to try it again? I
Yep.
think he is. There he goes, sends the kite. I'm looking at it out the window. The kite was a bit further back out the side of the window. And you need to do that, actually, because that's when you get a lull in the momentum and you're able to pass the bar easily. But if you're not high enough, you just can't swing under your kite.
What's up, dude? Do you want to join me for a luxury kite clinic on a super yacht in Egypt? I'm going to give you daily kite coaching so you can level up. We're going to kite 6 spots, eat tons of delicious food, you're going to need it, and have video analysis in the lounge every day. We're going to make great memories with amazing homies, but spots are limited, so be sure to book your cabin now before they're all sold out. Yo! So you can win 1 week of accommodation at 2 luxury hotels right here in Brazil. And guys, they are amazing. Super easy to enter. Just head over to bigairkite.com/luxury. And good luck. Ciao!
You want to win a 9-meter Nash pivot? Go to bigairkite.com/pivot.
All right, welcome back to the lounge. We're here with Zara. How's it going?
Very well, thank you. And you?
Fantastic. So you are very close to the cutting edge of the sport, and
Yes.
I'm curious where you see the sport being in 5 years.
Yeah, it's a hard question. 5 years is a long time, but it evolved so much lately, like last 2 years now with the double loops, the S loops. People are already talking about triple loops. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but yeah, I think in 5 years, it's gonna be so crazy.
Yeah, what do you think some trends are that will be maybe recessing and others that will be emerging?
Well, like the more rotations, it's like, especially now with this competition, you see that the more rotations people are doing, the higher it scores, and then also taking the board off. So yeah, I think rotate at some point it's gotta stop. You know, like you cannot rotate endlessly because the lines are spinning. So it's hard to say where it is in 5 years because at some point it's like it can go more. You would think, right?
Right, and maybe there could be some advances in technology as well.
Yeah, like
Some
the
lines
kites
that
are getting
super-
quicker and quicker and quicker.
Yeah, exactly. So that could be another factor.
Yeah, for
in
sure.
where it could go.
Yeah.
Well, that's really exciting. Are there any heats that you're really looking forward to?
Well, looking forward to see Giel's heat, obviously, but it's going to be the last one of the day.
That'll be the last one, Heat 8.
Yeah.
Okay, we're 30 seconds away from the next heat, so
Okay.
thank you so much for coming through to the
You're
lounge.
welcome.
Welcome back anytime.
Yes, thank you.
All right, ciao, ciao.
Bye.
So back to some action. Another heat about to start. Heat number 6 of round 1, where we've got Nelson Gomez, Xavier Kane, and Andrea Principi. This Italian kid is blowing everyone's mind. So Yeah, definitely keep an eye out for some epic action. I'm always losing track after the third rotation. Sometimes it's 4 rotations. So here we see Nelson Gomez from Colombia. We see Xavier Kane from France. And Andre Principi from Italy in heat number 6 of this first round. After this, we have 2 more heats of the men's division. Oi! There we're already missing a first jump. Nelson Gomez opening the heat with a massive crash. Up next, we got Xavier. Ready to send it. Yep, there goes Xavier with a massive boogie loop nose grab. And another tail grab. Landing it clean. That's another move I invented, the boogie loop. Just as the Kung Fu handle pass you saw Aaron and Jason try. And that's how I got a few moves up my sleeve. Don't think I can even do those anymore. Yeah, the boogie loop I got down, but unhooking is not my favorite anymore. Taking it easy these days. Oi, oi, oi. This is Andrea Principi showing what he's made of. Going absolutely huge. Doing the board spin with 2 or 3 forward rotations. And of course the contra loop. Absolutely insane. Or I think that wasn't a contra loop, that was a kite loop. I wish we had some replays going, but not happening for now. Sorry about that. Just have to keep watching. So now Nelson can try and land the move to get his scores up on the scoring board. There goes Nelson. Riding full speed towards the point, hitting that flat water, loading, popping, sending it, doing the board off. Oh, tic-tac from the fin in the kite loop, but just dropped from the sky. And just couldn't put his board on in time because the kite didn't come back up. I have some results for you from the previous heat. In 3rd place, we have Dennis Peterson. In 2nd place, Scott Barenson. And then Jason van der Spouw advancing to the 3rd round with the 1st place in the previous heat. Up, double back roll, mega loop. Very nicely styled. Landed clean. Now we've got Andrea Principi. Stay focused, keep your eyes peeled. Because this guy is doing 1, 2, 3 rotations with a board spin. Tic-tac. Oh! That's unlike Andrea crashing. He wasn't putting it together in this trick. But he's got 4 more attempts left. Every rider has 4 more attempts left in this heat in order to better their scores. Because it's all about the 2 high scoring tricks plus that variety score at the end of the heat. Xavier just brought the board back. So that Nelson can take off right now. With a double back roll mega loop going absolutely huge. And sticking it clean. Yes, buddy. Having it. This Colombian shredder. Nelson Gomez. Going big. Getting his confidence up. And I'm sure he's going to show us some even more fire. Perhaps adding even the board off in that trick. Because that's the standard these days at the Big Air Kite League. Multiple rotations, board off, and you got to get a loop in there. So combining these 3 variations into one trick. Just like Xavier. Xavier is doing a nice doobie loop board off. Landing it clean. Xavier actually leading this heat at the moment. even bettering his score in the previous jump with a 6.12. There goes Andrea Principi with 3 rotations, a board off and a contra loop, and again butt checked for him. That will deduct some points from his score. This kid has been riding so hard the past few days. And now in the competition, with a bunch of stress added and some challenging conditions, he's not really pulling it together yet. But he's got some attempts left to better his score. So let's see what Nelson Gomez has got in store for us now. This young Colombian shredder. Whoa. See, adding the board off to the kite loop. Landing it clean. Little back roll on the combo to combo it out of there. Now Andrea Principi needs to get his scores together. However, he's already in first place for this heat. Xavier. Oh, doing a contra loop board off and landing it. Nice one. No rotations added, just a board off and a contra loop. Just. I wonder how many of you watching at home can do that trick. I still have to get to it. After my ankle injury, I have to work on my skills again. Learning new tricks is definitely fun, and it all starts with visualizing it in your mind and then doing it on the water. And here we've got Andrea Principi with a double back roll, board off, board spin, triple back roll, board spin, and a kite loop. So I think that will definitely better his 5.6 score. Let's see. 2 more attempts left for each rider. So up next we've got Nelson Gomez. Nelson getting his speed. Up, loading, popping. Doing a boogie loop board off. And not getting the height. Not working out for him in this move. That's considered a crash. If you don't get the height, it's hard to get your timings right. Up next we got Xavier for his 5th attempt of this heat. Yes, getting a good takeoff for this doobie loop board off. No way. Yes. Hey, why didn't he rotate one more? But yes, brother, landing it. He's stoked. Absolutely great doobie loop board off for Xavier Kane. Showing that he's in the game and hungry for more. So let's see how Andrea Principi answers this. See, up. 2 rotations, contra loop, board spin. Nice, very controlled. Not as difficult as the doobie loop board off from Xavier, but I think it will help for the variety score for Andrea to maintain that first place. So all riders have the last attempt in this heat. And then we will continue with heat number 7 with Nicolas, Sitarch, Victor Emmanuel, and Stig Hoefnagel. And here we see a massive tic-tac board off kite loop from Nelson, but unfortunately crashing on his last attempt in this heat. So he will land in 3rd place, that's for sure. So I wonder what Xavier's got in store for us now. He's going right foot forward. Just to add to that variety score. Jumping both ways. Very important. Loading, popping. Doing, yes, kite loop. Tic-tac board off. Nice. Not the height he wanted, but definitely pulled the move off. So, great one. Nice one, Xavier. Last move for Andrea Principi from Italy. This guy's got a bag of tricks, so let's see what he's got in store for us right now. Riding towards the point. Moving up his kite a little bit. Up, loading, popping. Up, doing a back roll, double back roll board off kite loop, and an added rotation and an extra grab for style points. Yep, that was definitely an epic move, and that will secure him that first place. So let's see what the judges think. But I think Andrea won, Xavier number 2, and Nelson number 3, including the overall variety score.
Welcome to Alchemist Beach Club. Indulge in delicious food. Soak up the sun. Play to your heart's content. In the lagoon of paradise.
Whew, Nash is stoked to be partnering with the Big Air Kite League here at the Tatajuba Kite Fest. We have a long history of big air kiting, having won the first 2 Red Bull King of the Airs here on Maui, the birthplace of big air riding, and boy has the sport come a long way since then. And we're all about it, you know, with the pivot and the Phoenix. Big air is a big part of our DNA. And we're stoked to be partnering with the Big Air Kite League that supports the riders to see where they can take kiting into the future. So yeah, rip it up.
That scoring system with that live scoring was incredible. And to be honest, that was a much better system than King of the Airs live scoring.
I think it's the #1 scoring system around, so definitely go check that out, heatscoring.com.
I've got to give a massive shout out to Michael Elsien. He was there every second of it, watching the scoring from a distance and helping our judging team.
What's going on? We're in the lounge right now with Aaron Hadlow. How's it going? We have some fans screaming as they do around him. You just jumped into this competition somewhat last minute and just won your first heat.
Yeah, man, super happy. I mean, yeah, it's tough to get back in the groove. I haven't been competing full on for a little while now, and he went super smooth, went as planned, and a couple of big crashes at the end. But yeah, just putting that risk in there and trying to make a bit of variety and just work the scoring system.
Yeah, have you been practicing handle passes, going unhooked with the Rebel?
With the Rebel, it's insane because there's just so much pull. I mean, I've been doing them all my life, but on this kite, it's a different story. That thing just doesn't slack, and it's it's just so hard, man. You got to be fully on it. But yeah, I've been practicing here in Brazil, trying to get all the moves to put a nice heat together. Really like the format here. You know where you are during the heat because you have your 6 attempts, 2 count. And then, yeah, you have the added variety score just to kind of make a bit of an overall impression. So I really like the format. It was really clear out there for me to know what I had to do and stick to a game plan. And I think that's what helped me out.
Yeah, it's certainly paying off. So we're just about to get into the next heat. Thanks for swinging by the lounge. Welcome anytime.
Thanks, man.
The mic is live. The mic is live. You are live here for the TatajubaFest Big Air Kite League, live from Tatajuba, Brazil, and we're underway with heat number 7 of the first round of the men's division. Here we see a double back roll kite loop and a little nose grab from Nicolas Sittard, who's kicking off this first attempt. And we've got Aaron Hadlow joining me here for some commentary. Get some extra insights on what's going down on the water.
Yeah, man, nice. It's a pretty cool heat coming up and some good moves going down as usual. Yeah, I think the wind's pretty good. That last heat, I saw some huge tricks from the guys out there. It was really nice. And as the tide starts to drop, it's going to get a little bit flatter, and they'll be able to get better takeoffs, better height. And here we see big front roll contra loop. It's always so surprising that the kite can catch you from them. It's one of those you just kind of pull, you think, okay, let's see how it goes for a minute, and then you always get that little lift on the way down and a nice soft landing. And you can see someone like Andrea's really, he's got that mastered. He's throwing all sorts of things out there and still coming in smooth.
Quite a mind boggle, if you know what I mean, all these tricks that the guys are throwing down. But the results from the previous heat, in third place we have Nelson Gomez, second Xavier Kane, and in first place we have Andrea Principi. And here with a massive doobie loop. Oh, almost stomping it.
Yeah, I have to say, it's just so hard to land out there. It was really, really difficult, one of the main challenges, and that was an absolute obvious shot of what can happen. And for me, I was coming in super smooth, thinking I've got this, no chance of a crash, and I still was wobbling all over the place and really trying to control that landing. So there is a bit of chop further downwind, and you can see that sometimes. It's really catching some of the guys out. But their moves are good. They're starting to get it together here. What's this? It's a double front roll contra loop.
With an added rotation on the way down. And before we saw Stig Hoefnagel, exactly like you say, Aaron, bombing out on that chop on the landing zone, which is extra challenging in these conditions. But we've got 2 heats left for today. So this one and then heat number 8, which is the last heat of round number 1. So some exciting action still to watch. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you're having a good time, a good day.
Definitely some serious action coming up. We got the tour leader in the last heat, seeded number 1. Always look forward to the last heat. And here we got, it looks like it was a mega loop with a boogie board off mega loop. I think that one was, if I was correct. So it looks like there's still some big moves going down here.
It was a board and a kite and a lycra and a bar and some lines, which I saw flying around.
Yeah, that was about it. Okay, let's see what Stig coming in. He's going to want to improve on that last score.
Well, nice switch to the drone there on this boogie loop board off.
Yeah, that was clean. You can see he took the landing a bit more controlled, stuck the kite out the side of the window just to slow down his speed, not to have any extra risk there on the way down. It's when you're coming in hot with the kite looping and you're trying to kill the speed, that's when you can easily catch a chop and just get sent off balance. So that was a smart move there, just to stall the kite out a little bit. And here we got the drone coming in hot behind our
Nicolas with a front roll board spin contra loop.
And again, that chop just catching him out. Sometimes they just don't catch you, those contra loops, and you're coming in super hot. And in these conditions, it's definitely tough out there.
And the hardest part about these board offs is not only doing them whilst you're kite looping and rotating, but getting the board back on. Like the board sometimes, like your feet are like pretty loose in the straps. And then you only need the slightest bump to knock you off your board. And that's what you see happen today many times. So that's definitely the difficulty that comes in with doing board off tricks, to getting your feet right back in just before the landing. So here we see a nice back roll contra loop board off with a board flip.
Yeah, that was nice. The back roll with the contra loop is actually a really nice feeling trick. You have a little bit of time there just to do something with the board. There he did the flip of the board, and super nice. I think he even got a bit caught up there in his hands, and he still managed to correct it and stick that landing. So
here we got Stig Hoefnagel from the Netherlands.
Yeah, he'll be wanting to improve on that first score of his, the 396. But bad takeoff.
Nice one-footer Stig. Gonna be stoked with that.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't what he was looking for there. I think he was probably going for the back roll kite loop off the fin. I think that's one of his faves, and that would be definitely with another 5-point score, get him up there, back into contention. So let's see what, improved a little bit, but not what he was really looking for there.
Nicolas on his 4th attempt in this heat with a double front rotation contra loop and wipe out. Nice to see him skipping from the drone. Like, you cover quite a distance when you skip out on the landing.
That was crazy. I thought he was just going straight back edge there. That was insane. But he managed to skip along and take it, carry on.
So the highest scoring trick of this heat is still done by Victor Emmanuel.
Yeah, this is a surprise that Stig is down there at the bottom, but he only needs one big trick to put himself back in contention here. He knows what he's got to do. Experienced rider, podium at the King of the Air. So this guy knows what he's got to do to get back up there. Like I say, I think he's going to want that back roll off the fin. But for now,
it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and that's right here in Brazil, Tatajuba. The sun is setting at 5:30 here, so these are the last 2 heats that we can run for today. And we see Victor with another epic move here, butt checking out of it, so they will deduct some points.
Yeah, he's currently in the lead, so I'm not sure if that will improve on his 5.31 there. He needs something a bit more to...
But crashes also add to your variety score, right?
I believe it's having different tricks is something that can definitely help. I think something like that with a bit of a butt check will not be too deducted on the variety score. So here goes Stig. I think he wants definitely a bigger trick. See the drone in the background there. Oh, he couldn't get the board off, so just a late back roll again. And a crash. Oh, he's really struggling in this heat.
Come on, Stiggy. Yeah, Stig tried to take off with a back roll there and then take off the board from the handle, but he just couldn't get his feet out of the strap, so he had to abort the board off.
Yeah, you really need a perfect takeoff for these tricks, and you can see there as they're coming in, the board's bouncing all over the place. It's more choppy than it looks, that's for sure, and it's really difficult to get that time in with the takeoff. Double front roll again. It looks like the wind's a little bit of a lull at the minute. But yeah, you can see there, these guys are trying to, they usually take off their front hand, something that I do sometimes as well, to try and lean into the wind a little bit more, get that bit more of a pop and edge into the wind to get a vertical lift. And when you have that vertical lift, it gives you the confidence to pull the kite loop. And that's what these guys are looking for. And when it's choppy, we also have to take into consideration here that the tide has turned. The tide is pushing out through the river mouth now. And like everyone who kites in around estuaries would know that, or even with strong tides, something pushing you down against it, against your riding, it makes it really hard to take off. Ideally, you want wind against tide, and then you get that extra bit of pop.
Oh, there he is. Victor going for a huge move. My live stream is glitching. I cannot see what it was, but it was something with a board spin and multiple back rotations.
Yeah, I think that might add to his variety score there. No contra or kite loop, but definitely a pretty nice board off with all sorts of flips and spins. So who's up next? We have Stig coming up soon, trying to rectify it.
Only 2 more attempts left for Stig.
Yeah, so he's picking to go right foot forward. A smart move, better takeoff.
Aye, boogie loop board off from the fin. Very sketchy, hard move to pull together. And like you see, Stig, he also crashed it now. So only one attempt left for each rider. Nice soundbox there, mate.
A nice bit of strategic branding you got going on there on the beach.
Yeah,
some guys enjoying that soundbox. Oh, I know you're going to like that one, Ruben. The bar spin mid-board off kite loop.
Ooh, the bar spin for some extra style points there. Gotta love it.
Yeah, Stig really struggling here. He's doing his tricks off the fin, and in my opinion, when you go off the fin and you don't flip to the handle, it takes a little bit more time to get that board back under your feet. You need the wind to catch it, and you need to have a little split second more to get the board on. And if you just don't quite have that height, it's really difficult to land.
Here comes Victor.
Oh my God, how many spins was that?
Is it a helicopter or is it Victor? Oh, he's crashing it, unfortunately. It was just a huge board off with, I think, 3 board spins.
I'm dizzy.
So this is the last jump for Stig.
All or nothing for Stig. I think it's going for the back roll, board off the fin.
Laid back roll, just the board off the fin, going secure. He wants some scores on the board.
Interesting. It's a good idea, I think. Let's see what he gets there, and if that's, I don't think it'll be enough to put him right up the top.
Stay tuned for the next heat with Juliel, Beto, and Gil.
It's going to be a banger.
What's up, dude? Do you want to join me for a luxury kite clinic on a super yacht in Egypt. I'm gonna give you daily kite coaching so you can level up. We're gonna kite 6 spots, eat tons of delicious food, you're gonna need it, and have video analysis in the lounge every day. We're gonna make great memories with amazing homies, but spots are limited, so be sure to book your cabin now before they're all sold out. Yo! So you can win 1 week of accommodation at 2 luxury hotels right here in Brazil. And guys, they are amazing. Super easy to enter. Just head over to bigairkite.com/luxury. And good luck. Ciao!
You want to win a 9-meter Nash pivot? Go to bigairkite.com/pivot.
What's up, dude? Do you want to join me for a luxury kite clinic on a super yacht in Egypt? I'm going to give you daily kite coaching so you can level up. We're going to kite 6 spots, eat tons of delicious food, you're going to need it, and have video analysis in the lounge every day. We're going to make great memories with amazing homies, but spots are limited, so be sure to book your cabin now before they're all sold out. Yo! So you can win 1 week of accommodation at 2 luxury hotels right here in Brazil. And guys, they are amazing. Super easy to enter. Just head over to bigairkite.com/luxury. And good luck. Ciao!
You want to win a 9-meter Nash pivot?
The first jump going great here. Also missing the second jump, but Beto is crashing on this one. And we got Giel Vlucht, the current Big Air Kite League leader, coming up with his first attempt in this heat.
And I think it's going to be a late back roll board off. That's my call for this one. But we got Beto, big crowd pleaser. He loves being out there in front of the crowds. Did really well at the event last time round. And this heat's pretty solid already. We've got 2 good scores on the board. Let's see what Heel's got. Super experienced. Looking for that gust in there. Okay, he's going to turn around, I think, and take the right foot forward options. Good call.
Seems like the wind is slightly dropping, so the judges are keeping a close eye on the conditions to see if it's suitable. The riders will also inform us if the wind is not enough. You see Giel here pumping his bar, trying to find some wind.
Yeah, I think he'll have a chance to go and take a left foot forward as well one more time. I thought he might go right foot forward. Been seeing him riding. doing a lot of switch tricks as well, but you want to banker at the beginning, so yeah, the wind's up and down. I think it's just got a bit more gusty, not necessarily super light.
There we go, massive doobie loop with an added front rotation. So 3 front rotations in that kite loop. Absolutely great. Normally he takes his board off in there as well, but still awesome riding here from Giel Vlucht. Current tour leader. And let's see what Juliel has got for us now. He's in the yellow lycra. He will be on his second attempt in this last heat of round 1 of the men's division here at the TatajubaFest Big Air Kite League. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. Great to have you here. We're all super excited to be pulling off this event in this double front spin kite loop. Very fast spins, very fast kite loop.
Yeah, judges really liked Hill's doobie. That was 6.18, a massive score to start things off. Good height, good kite position, and yeah, solid banker at the beginning there.
That's it. It's all about the kite angle and the difficulty of the trick. So with 3 rotations and a proper low kite angle on that kite loop, results in a great score for Giel. Now Beto, legend.
As always, playing to the camera there.
Look at that. Beto style doing this mega loop, laid back roll board off.
Oh, he got away with it as well. The kite just stalled.
Kite flip.
Didn't know if he was going to get away with that, but his classic style of Beto there, just absolutely like none other. Really cool to see.
What an energetic and positive guy, man. Always smiling and always full power sendings. So that's what we love to see. And that's the whole vibe here at the Big Air Kite League. All smiles and big air action.
Yeah, he had some deals getting here as well, and he's still come here with a smile. So let's see what Heel's got for the second. Yeah, there's that classic heel move. Late back roll board off. That'll be another big score. He's out there on a 9 meter. Seen him ride 12s in these conditions.
He can loop his 12 properly. So is he riding a 9 now?
Yeah, he's on a 9 now. He does like the 9 as well. I think that is the right call in these conditions today.
So remember, this is the last heat for the day. And we've got Juliel taking off with a massive doobie loop board off, kite loop. Whee!
Cutting it fine.
Doobie loop is already a kite loop, so shouldn't have set the kite loop at the end. Unfortunately, crashing there.
Definitely coming in a little bit too shallow. Not quite enough getting the kite above his head there to give him a soft landing. But yeah, still nonetheless, he's doing well. He's up against 2 experienced competitors, 2 of the best in the game.
Absolutely loving these drone shots in between so you can really fly with the riders. Absolutely incredible move by Beto.
Yeah, he's struggling with the landing a little bit there. I believe he's on an 8 meter actually, so let's see what kite he's on to get a bit of an insight on how that kite's looping. But he was on an 8 meter earlier. That usually goes a bit quicker. We also saw Andrea on an 8 meter going absolutely huge, whereas the 9s there a little bit slower, so it's a bit of a balance to choose which kite here. With the flat water, especially with the tide pushing out here, it's hard to get that takeoff, so you need a quick kite to flick up quick. And then we got Heel. I think he's going to go for a big double front roll contra loop. Oh no, the back roll, contra loop, double back.
Double back roll contra loop for Giel, landing it nicely.
Yeah, super nice. Another really good feeling trick.
Giel has been the first one to land proper S loops and double mega loops, so he is definitely an athlete of the kiteboarding of the now. This is some epic pushing with Andrea Principi and Giel Vlucht and all the riders here on the Big Air Kite League Tour. They're all just pushing each other and progressing this sport to the next level. I was pioneering together with Aaron the Big Air kiteboarding scene like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. But now the level has been stepped up, and what we see here, like doobie loops with added rotations, triple forward rotation with a kite loop. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, super nice. And Heel's story's really good. He's been pushing hard. Some really good calls. Got some really nice equipment that's working well in his hands for him. So everything came together, I think, for him at the right time. And just sending some crazy moves. Very consistent. Very smart in the way he goes about structuring a heat. So he knows what he's doing out there, and he's dominating this heat so far.
The sun is almost setting, and that means that sometimes the wind kicks in a little bit extra again, just because it's cooling down a little bit and the wind keeps pushing. And then I feel sunset party coming up. Beto style. Woo, landing right in front of the crowd, who are cheering him on and going absolutely wild.
A meter away from the beach there. Tide's pushing out. The beach is the water space is getting a little bit less, but that's classic Beto style. It just looks like he's never going to land it, and then he pulls it out of nowhere.
1 meter in front of the crowd, like so much control. We don't recommend anyone to jump close to the beach, but this guy's space awareness is just incredible.
I wish we had a mic down on the beach, because that's him riding past and the crowd going absolutely wild for him. Now
we got Giel Vlucht coming in for his 4th attempt. And that's a double back roll. Board off, kite loop. Yes, getting it board back on in time. How fast do you need to handle to pull that off?
Yeah, I think didn't have the perfect takeoff and a little bit of a lull in the wind there, but he's got those tricks down in all sorts of wind. We see him in light winds on a big kite. In this wind, he knows that rotation. He's confident in his equipment, and he still managed to pull it off, even though it probably wasn't the height he was really looking for.
What an epic day, full of action. And we got Julio here with his 5th attempt with a tic-tac kite loop. Nicely landed there. What a vibe here at the TatajubaFest. Thanks to everyone for tuning into the live stream. Great to have you watching this incredible kiteboarding display. Some of the world's best moves. Oh, here we have Beto with a kite loop. Back roll tic-tac. Tic-tac is when you grab the board by the nose and then flip it, grab it by the handle and put it back on your feet. So that was a great move from Beto. Also jumping to the right, which will help for his scores.
Yeah, this is interesting. It's really close up there at the top. Only about 0.2 in it. So that's interesting. But he'll still got an extra trick to come.
And Lewis Crathern is a prep. Just for everybody to notice that. Great to get the word out. Here we have Giel Vlucht with a doobie loop board off. 2 front rotations and taking the board off in the meantime whilst looping the kite. Incredible.
Yeah, classic. Has that one totally down as well. He's definitely got a good box of tricks, that's for sure, in his pocket for these heats in all different conditions. Obviously when the wind picks up a bit more and you see him on his 7, he's got the double loops as well, so he's just playing what he can with these wind conditions in this little bit lighter. Oh, that was a nice one.
Oi.
Boogie. Oh, he just didn't quite get the kite behind him to carry on there. That would have been a good scoring trick. That would have kept him in contention. Also doing super well. It's a very close heat here, so it could come down to the variety score.
So the 2 last jumps of the day from Beto and Giel. Beto riding left foot forward, full speed. Looking for that good takeoff spot, feeling the gust.
What's it going to be? He needs something big here to take the lead. Still looking. Oh, he might. Is he going to go? Yes.
Yeah, loading, popping, double front roll.
Oh, it's big.
Doobie loop board off. Yes, and landing 1 meter away from the crowd again.
What a move. Nice.
Doobie loop board
crazy. He's stoked with that one. The crowd goes wild. There you can see just how close he comes in. Any mistake there, he's piling through that crowd. He just knows exactly what's going on.
Imagine.
Got that super confidence.
Giel Vlucht, what you got for us, baby? Let's go. Send it to the moon.
So Beto takes the lead there. So Giel will need something big here.
Oh yes, contra loop, double back roll board off.
Oh, that could be
it. That's sealing the deal. Holy moly.
Yeah, I think he definitely needed there. Beto just snuck up into the lead. Super close. And I think that should improve his 6.81. Let's see what he gets here. He might jump up. And then obviously it comes down to the extra 4 points that can be awarded for the variety score. So yeah, Hill goes up into the lead there, plus the variety score. So let's see what the judges like here. It's still super close. Only 0.05 between them.
So the results from the previous heat, heat number 7. In third place, Stig Hoefnagel, unfortunately out of the competition. Then in second place, Nicolas Sittard. And in first place, Victor Emmanuel advancing to the third round. And then we're waiting for the scores to come in for this last heat of round 1 of the men's division. And I want to thank you all for tuning in today to the Alchemist TatajubaFest, the Big Air Kite League. We will have more in store for you in the next coming days. Tomorrow the wind is looking promising as well. So definitely stay tuned. And thank you to Alchemist Beach Club for making it happen. RA Constructura for supporting us. Moreas, La Ventana, Tatajuba, Nash Kiteboarding of course. The server app, Sunset Kiteboarding, Kite Mana, Get High with Mike. And of course all the riders for giving it their all and giving us this epic display of extreme big air kiteboarding.
Nice work, Ruben.
Much love. Cheers. See you guys later. Ready to DJ the Sunset Party. Everyone is invited.
Oh, woohoo! Man, that's what we came to see, huh?
Guys, how sick is that? Thank you to everybody who's tuned in today. So before we lose you, we got a couple things to say, and then we're going for a downwinder to one of our partners' places, Moraes. It's going to be sick. All the riders going to be riding with the spectators. It's going to be a good party. We're super amped. But guys, I want to talk to you guys about some cool stuff with Big Air Kite League. How cool is it? All the technology that you're seeing wrapped up into these competitions. I mean, wait, let's take a step back. Bro, how sick is kiting? Big air kiting.
It's pretty sick.
Dude, like you just get this inflatable thing with material on it and you attach strings to it and you strap it around your waist. And then you go
fly?
And you fly, dude. And you fly. And then you land on water like you're surfing. Oh my God, guys.
What do you think the Wright brothers would think about big air kite surfing?
Dude, actually those are the original pioneers. Hats off to the Wright brothers. So yeah, enough of that nonsense talk about the Wright brothers. How cool are some of the adverts that you guys saw today? Like the one for RA Constructora with the FPV drone flying through the buildings. So believe it or not, our team, we scripted, storyboarded, and produced that advert just within our team. Those are the lengths to which we go for our biggest sponsors. So in order to see this magic that you guys saw today, we got to get awesome businesses like RA Constructora, like Moraes, like Nash, like the Alchemist Group. And we serve these businesses, and I think we're doing a super good job of it. Moraes' ad, we also made that one. And Alchemist. I mean, guys, we're talking about we bring the influencers and these awesome athletes. They feature in adverts. We film, we script, we storyboard, we edit, and we bring the audience. I mean, is that not delivering value? And these are the lengths to which we're going to make these competitions a success. Because I think people have no idea what it costs to run a massive competition like this. Any ideas? You want to drop them in the comments? I'm going to check the comments. Ray, what are you thinking, brother?
A comp like this?
I mean, you know the number.
I do know the number.
Let's see the chat.
Obrigado. We are getting outfitted for the downwinder now.
Super cool.
Which I'm absolutely frothing on. Sunset downwinder to Moraes.
Gonna be a vibe. So guys, Moraes, amazing business. I think it's like 2,000 times the size of Tatajuba, which is insane. I think it's 2,000 acres. Is that right? Moraes. It's 2,000 acres. It's 10 kilometers of beach. It's all privately owned, and it's an eco-village. So the whole place is like, they have off-grid power. So they have solar powers powering their bungalows. They've got their own on-site sewage systems to take care of all their sewage. Like the whole project is just all about taking care of the planet and maintaining the beautiful, pristine nature that is in there. So, yeah, like what an amazing
organization for us to be partnering with. Super excited there, guys.
Well, Mike, I am absolutely frothing to go do this. Is there anything that you want to shout out and or maybe tell the listeners at home about what to look forward to tomorrow? Or
Absolutely, guys. So tomorrow we continue with First Division and with the women's. I think we'll do the same thing that we did today. Start with the women's, then carry on with the First Division. Got a little bit light at the end there, so not favoring some of the guys like Hill, but he's a trooper and he still made it work.
He's hard to please too.
Hill's a little bit hard to please. I mean, the man's got high standards, high expectations, sets high expectations for himself, which is why he kicks ass.
I'm seeing Sam just like sandblasting people 10 feet high. And
Dude. He's like, yeah, bro.
It's kind of weak. He was pumping his 12.
Yeah,
his 12 over.
Actually pumped his 12. But yeah, guys, just thank you everybody for tuning into the stream today. It's been super cool. I'd like to think that this sport is the most amazing thing that the world has ever seen, and our mission is to blow it up. And at the end of the day, everything we're doing, Big Air Kite League, it's for the riders. I think that's it, brother.
All right, let's send this.
Ow! And thank you to our sponsors. We love you guys. Thank you, Nash. Ow! Ciao.
New to the Surfer app. Accurate session tracking with just a smartwatch. Available now for Apple Watch and currently being developed for Wear OS. Are you just learning to jump or sending massive airs? The watch tracks it all.
Let's try to predict this jump. Height, 8.0. 7.9.